Now, it's time for the Varsity Radio Show. Here's your host, Seth Henniger.
What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome back to the Varsity Radio Show.
Welcome back. We're here, man.
Hey, we were on tour last week. Me and Jordan.
That's what you want to call it.
Jordan.
We were on tour.
We were openers.
We were absolute openers.
Like we were the opener.
Everyone came to see the Doobie Brothers, and we were the opening act for the Doobie Brothers.
Hey, but we're back in the studio today. The Varsity Radio Show is happening, and what makes the Varsity so special? I think it's honestly the people that walk into this room from week to week.
Absolutely.
And one of my favorite people in the whole world. He's got a red beard. He's bald.
Ooh. Oh.
He's wearing a Chicago Cubs shirt.
That's right.
We call him Duke the Dog.
Yes, you do.
His name, Jordan McDade.
Hey, guys, how's it going? I'm glad to be here. And I have to say that because Seth will not let me leave.
Or something like that.
Something along those lines.
In the studio, also, and it's such a big deal, we're glad he's in the pilot seat.
Of course,
we just said that a minute ago.
Yeah, he's driving the plane, buddy.
He pushes the buttons, he slides the sliders, he tells the Oompa Loompas what chocolate to pick for that. We need like a chocolate of the week or something.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm down
Steven,
for that.
that would be awesome.
It would be.
Chocolate of the week.
Come on, taste testing the chocolate of the week.
Taste testing
the
chocolate
But
of
then
the
again,
week.
if I get a hold of it, you never know what's going to be on the inside of that chocolate.
You know,
is true.
it's
Like
still
Joe
chocolate.
Do Not. Remember that?
It's still chocolate.
Yeah, I mean, with tartar sauce on the inside, it's
That
still
would be
chocolate.
nasty.
Yeah.
That'd be nasty. Also, and I hadn't introduced him yet, but he is the Willy Wonka Radio, Steven Spiegel.
Hello, hello. Hope you're having a great day. We got a really good show lined up. Got a couple of great athletes from Douglas High School.
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Pearson Ivey and Braylan Thompson, they are coming in this studio.
Those sound like athlete names.
Don't they?
They sound like athlete
And
names.
so we're really excited to have them. We're really excited for Meme of the Week. We're really excited for
We're
all
excited
things.
for everything, man.
But we want to tell you about the fuel of the varsity. It's Marco's Pizza. Pizza, salads, desserts, subs, sides, beverages. That is Marco Pizza in the shops of Albertville.
It's so good.
It is so good.
It's the best pizza
It's delicious.
in Albertville. By far.
It's
By
really good.
far.
It is really good.
Yes.
And then B&B Video Games. Where else do you want to spend a weekend?
Where would you go?
B&B Video Games is such a fun place.
Yeah. Go there, hang out.
They're such a fun place. They just painted the place, Steven.
A new coat of paint.
If you can miss it,
Yeah.
you're blind. It is
Yeah.
very blue.
It's translucent.
B&B Video Games right by the Pizza Hut, 80 style arcade in the back, local video game retail store in the front. B&B Video Game. Hey, we want you to come over to our social medias.
Yeah.
Or if you're watching this on Horizon, you're going to see it all anyway.
Come check us
We
out.
have such a fun show. We have some really funny memes, some great videos, and some hilarious takes. We actually, go ahead and tell you, we were talking about the cringiest,
Yeah.
most disturbing commercials ever. My personal pick, Puppy Monkey Baby.
Puppy Monkey Baby.
Yes.
From the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Yes.
Very creepy.
Puppy Monkey
Hey,
Baby.
come join us over on social media, and we'll be back in a minute. Enjoy this awesome music.
Hello. Oh, there we go. Here we
Steven!
go. We're here.
Yep. Y'all ready
Meme
for it?
Steve-O.
Of the week.
Steve-O.
Memes of the week.
Yes.
Steve-O.
Stephen,
This
bringeth
is-
forth the memes. And I did this for me and Jordan, but Stephen, you've been in this boat, right?
Of course. Yeah.
When a student is about to do something really not intelligent, dumb, but you kind of want to see how it turns out.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you've been there, right?
Oh yeah. We're both youth ministers. We've been there.
Stephen,
This
Yep.
is
natural
you're just sitting there and you're like,
are a
this is not
beautiful
gonna,
teacher.
This is not going to work well.
It's like you know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But it might surprise you.
Yeah.
kind of
they
want to
might-
see it go through.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
there's something. It's like watching. It's
train
like watching,
wreck.
yeah, train wreck, but not like an actual train wreck because
Yes.
I would hope we would intervene or
Yes,
at least try to
absolutely.
help. But
Right.
in a teenager's life, it's like a train wreck, and you just have to just kind of let it
Play
roll,
out.
baby. Let
Yeah.
it play out.
Yeah, let it roll.
The train's rolling, man.
Next.
Can't do nothing.
This is good. Stone Cold Steve Autumn.
And that's the bottom line.
Yeah, it is.
Because Stone Cold said so.
Could you see Stone Cold like that?
Autumn 316.
Wow.
Autumn 316,
Wow.
dog. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got to be like a pumpkin spice latte he's got in his hand, right?
Yeah, it's got to be. It's got to be.
There's few movies that have disturbed me more than this one, Steven.
I know.
Because I had to wait a whole year to see things get better.
Mm-hmm.
There's very few movies you leave.
Yeah.
And you're like disturbed and upset and sad.
Absolutely.
I mean, all those movies where dogs die and stuff like that, those are always sad.
They're fine.
Anyway, when your temporary Spider-Man tattoo turns into a scene from Avengers Infinity War.
Mr. Stark? I don't feel so good.
Yes!
I don't want to.
How dare you take half of all the superheroes I ever grew up with?
Yeah, but they do come back.
So selfish.
Spoiler alert.
I know.
They do come back.
But
So
it took a whole year to find that out.
If you've not seen Endgame, this is your fault. That's your fault now. If you haven't seen it by now, it's your fault.
It really is.
Yeah.
Steven, that was one of the saddest movies I ever
know.
watched.
But it was such a great movie
It
at the
was.
same time. Like, it really, that was the beginning of the end for the MCU, because after Endgame, it has just not been great.
It's not been the same.
Spider-Man No Way Home was the best one,
Yeah.
and that came out years ago. So I haven't seen
The
an
last
MCU.
Spider-Man was really good.
Yeah, that's No Way Home.
Yeah.
That was excellent.
Yeah.
But
Because
other
of the
than that,
nostalgia. I love nostalgia.
yeah. But other than that, though, they've been terrible.
Steven!
Shows have not been good. Here we go.
Coworker, what are you doing with your time off? Me? Probably going to take a relaxing cruise somewhere.
Me on the cruise. This is for the Titanic. I feel like that guy does have a country accent. Like
That's right.
He's out there.
How do
out
you
there
hear
in the
it,
middle
Steven?
of it.
Just like he said.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
out there in the middle of, wherever that iceberg is. Antarctica.
I guess.
In a short sleeve T-shirt, and it looks like that's all. He doesn't even have an undershirt on. It's just
Just for the Titanic.
I just put on my short sleeve T-shirt, and I'm going to show that iceberg. What for?
The
Heck
only
yeah.
way I think we could elevate that is if
Yeah.
you were to turn around and in fact you were looking at the late great Wilford Brimley in the flesh, and he said, "Diabetes,
I gave that iceberg diabetes.
Diabetes.
Liberty Medical Test Strips,
And
Nah.
Liberty-
diabetes."
Hey,
Next. That was beautiful. I
That was
enjoyed that
beautiful,
one.
yeah.
I
liked it.
think this is hilarious. Steven, I want to try this.
Okay,
Ewok costume, $69. Chewbacca costume, $129. Dressing up to mess with the neighbor's trail cam. Priceless.
I'm just going to go and tell you something. I did fact check this. The Ewok costume that looks like that is way more than $69.
oh, that was 2019 prices.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm just going to go and tell you
Pre-inflation.
because I saw that
Because he was looking into it.
Chewbacca is my favorite Star Wars character as a kid. Easy.
Do the sound.
Yeah, I cannot do the
You
sound.
can't do the
You
sound.
can
I
do
cannot.
it.
I can do a lot of sounds. I can do a
Come
lot of
on.
sounds.
You have to use that uvula in the back of your throat.
I have to do. I can't see. It just sounds terrible. It sounds like a dying dog.
Just found one that you
It's
can't
terrible.
do. You can do everything else.
We
but
found
Chewbacca.
one that I can't
Wow.
even do an Ewok. You know,
Hey,
like
that's
you
pretty good.
Yeah. So
That's borderline Gremlins.
yeah,
actually.
sure.
Yeah.
There's a lot of overlap, but anyways, that kind of Chewbacca costume that
Right.
looks that good,
Yeah.
that's way more than $129. That's about $500 right now on Amazon.
It's like a screen-ready
Yeah,
Chewbacca costume.
That is.
I got you.
I love Chewbacca. He had the coolest gun. He had that crossbow gun.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember Steve-O, but Nerf released a gun called the Nerf crossbow, and it wasn't like a Star Wars tie-in. It was just the Nerf crossbow.
Right.
And I begged for one Christmas because I was like, that's like Chewbacca's gun, and
Oh, yeah.
that's about as close as I'm going to get
Have to have it.
to having Chewbacca's gun.
Did
and
you
that
get it?
was oh yeah.
You did?
Oh yeah, I got it. It
Awesome.
was so cool. Me and my brother had so many epic battles. So my brother, since he was older, you know, everyone likes Han. Everyone likes Han Solo.
Right.
In
Yes.
Star Wars. Everyone likes Han Solo. Well, my brother was like, I'm Han Solo. You can't be Han Solo. So I was like, well, Chewbacca's...
Devastating.
Well, yeah, it was at first, but then I realized, like, Chewbacca's kind of cool. Like, he doesn't talk a whole lot. He just roars and he beats people up and shoots them with that super awesome crossbow. What's not to like? You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
true.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So Chewie was easily one of my favorites, if not my favorite all-time Star Wars character.
He was awesome.
Yeah.
Next up, last but not least, isn't it, Steven?
Yep. And we
Yeah.
got 36 seconds to FCA, just to let you know.
Making my dog watch commercials of homeless dogs so he knows how good he has it.
I will remember you.
That's
Will
awful.
you remember me?
Yes.
Even the dogs on that commercial are like, let's tone it down just a little bit.
They're like
this is
shaking.
This is a little sad.
They're
It's a
like
little dark.
shaking.
Yeah, it's a little dark. You
Yeah.
know, I will. Don't send your pets.
Noah,
Noah,
what's up, my man?
Noah, how are you?
His hair is up to the air. I love
Yes,
it.
it
Got him here
Nice.
in 5
I like
seconds,
it.
okay?
Stop.
All right,
It looks
coming
great.
down.
The FCA Moment of the Week.
Yeah, we are so excited to have our friend Noah Dragish. Did I say that right?
Dragish?
Dragash. That's
Dragash!
Dragash.
Dragash!
Dragash. I'm gonna.
Dre?
Yeah.
Gash.
Dragash.
I like it.
That sounds like a souped up Pokemon. Is what it sounds like.
You know
That's
what,
awesome.
Noah?
Kinda, yes.
Yeah. That's awesome.
You
I like it.
seem like a really cool guy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they all say. So
That's what they all say.
We feel kind of honored
They
to
gave
have
us.
you.
They gave us
You
the
and your
premier,
fantastically perfect hair today.
the premier intern. They gave us the premier intern. So, Noah, this is an exciting time for FCA, is it not?
Yes, sir, it is. So as of now, the thing that's coming up soon is we got Fields of Faith coming up, and we don't actually do a Fields of Faith ourselves. We really just promote it to other schools, but if you know of any schools in your area that may have a Fields of Faith, definitely tell them about it, promote it. So that's a really good thing. That's coming up on October 9th.
wow.
So that's the next big thing. And then the bigger thing that's coming up around the Iron Bowl
The
is
bigger
we got a
thing.
Iron
The
Bowl.
bigger thing.
The biggest thing is
The
Iron Bowl
biggest thing.
prayer breakfast.
Yeah.
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 Iron Bowl prayer breakfast, and so we will have 3 of those. We will have one in Coleman County, and that will be on November 20th. We will have one in Marshall County, which will be the 21st, and then a Madison County one, which will be the 22nd. And basically what we'll do for those is we'll have a bunch of high school students come together, and we'll have a speaker from Alabama, a speaker from Auburn come and share a word. Then we'll have prizes, we'll have games, and we'll give them breakfast, and it'll be just a really fun time just to get everyone prepared for the Iron Bowl. So
Yeah.
we'll have 3 of those, one in each location that caters to the big locations of Alabama. But yeah, those are the big things coming up for us. So yeah, and be sure to follow us on social media too, because we don't know the speakers yet. They haven't been announced, but follow us on social media, and then you will hear whenever they. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great.
Is Noah one of the speakers?
Noah, yeah, are you gonna bring the
I
Dragash?
mean, that hair needs a position.
Dragash.
I'm just
I
saying.
mean, so I'm not scheduled to be one of the speakers.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
That is uncalled for.
I could be.
Hey!
I mean,
You're
but-
We are now Noah's talent agent.
Noah, you are neither confirming nor denying.
He
that
is
you are-
available.
yeah, he's available.
For a small
right.
Jordan will take care
He's
of
just
it.
saying, hey, I have a question
Have
for
fun.
you though, Noah. Noah, if for some reason you can't find anybody, we're gonna put you on this. If y'all can't find anybody to do it, Seth and I will be co-speakers.
Hey, but that actually seals the deal. Hey,
Yeah,
let's do it.
Hey!
I'm on board with that. Let's
We-
do it. That actually is
Neither of us have been to Alabama or Auburn, but we've watched
Doesn't matter.
them in
We
Auburn.
have.
It
We
doesn't matter.
You know?
Yeah.
It'll be a great time.
Yeah,
It'll be a great
exactly.
time. I love that. So.
And we also put on a small wrestling match. We have to we're the Pastors of Disaster. That's our tag team name.
Yes.
And so
Hey,
we need to,
hey, oh my goodness.
yeah, we need to find some
Look at
other,
Noah. Noah's all about this.
Yeah, we need to find some guys to wrestle us, and we obviously have to
They
win
need
because
to
we're
be
the speakers.
small.
Yeah.
Right.
And unable to beat large men.
Children,
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 please.
probably at best.
Preferably.
yeah, children that
Okay,
are.
that
We
shouldn't
don't
be
like
too
to
long.
lose.
Yeah,
We
no,
don't-
we do not. So we don't need actual Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair showing up to give us some chops in the corner. We need untrained children.
And that's the bottom line.
Yeah, that's the bottom line.
Well, Noah, we appreciate
Noah,
you calling.
you're the best dude. We
Thanks
love
for
it.
hanging out with us.
I appreciate the honor. It's been awesome. You guys are the best. So.
Thank you, Noah.
Thank you. Your
We
hair is
appreciate
the
it.
best, Noah.
Yes, sir.
It is.
Trying to make it shine. So.
Noah,
Love it.
What an intern. What an intern.
I like this
they
guy.
They send us great interns.
Fantastic. Thank you, Noah. You have a great day. Gary Surratt in the back. G-Money.
Nah, he's the man. He's the real man.
He is the real man.
Don't play golf with him. He'll take all your money, Noah. Don't do it.
I don't play on it.
Don't do it. Yeah.
You're gonna
That's
beat me.
why he's called G-Money.
That's why.
He'll take
That's
it
good.
off.
See, that's right. That's right.
Yep.
That's right. No, it's good to talk to you, my friend.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's good to see y'all.
Yes, sir.
Have a great day.
You have a blessed day, brother.
All right.
What? How do you say his last name again?
Dragash.
Dragash. That is such a cool last name. Noah Dragash.
He's saying it.
Yeah, Dragash. Dragash.
Making my dog watch commercials of homeless dogs so he knows how good he's got it.
There's some real application to that.
Steven,
You can also make.
before we get in a conversation, I haven't seen an appropriate amount of funny videos lately.
Yeah,
So,
Steven.
Steven,
I
need you to make me laugh.
Yeah.
Sure.
Make us laugh.
Please.
We can do that.
Make us laugh, clown boy.
All right. So let's see. What's going to be a good one?
Viva Las Vegas.
Yeah.
That was the appropriate way to sing that song.
What happens when you get something like you go to the restaurant and you don't get exactly what you think you should get?
Oh man.
Get a little
I mean,
upset.
You do get upset, but do you
Yeah.
send it back? Or do you just
I
suffer
do. My
through?
wife
Now-
sits there and says, "You better not send it back." I'm
Okay.
like, "But it's not right."
If it looks good, then I'll eat it. I'll be okay. That's fine. That's fine. No big deal.
Yeah.
Like because you're not going to offend
But
me
if
with
it's
most
a
food.
well done steak,
Yeah, but
Ooh.
and I ordered it medium rare,
or if it's a salad, if they're like
we've got an issue.
we've got like instead of a burger, we saw you, sir, and we thought maybe you needed a salad. I'm going to be very offended and be like, "How dare you!" I don't
Some
want.
people would say, "Oh, how thoughtful."
Yeah, I would say, "How dare
like
you?"
you know me.
I don't eat the food my food eats. I don't do that.
This
you
is true.
Send this back.
Yeah.
That's funny.
You send it back.
I got you.
Do it now.
I might even have to slap the waiter.
I mean, if something came with whipped cream, would you just suffer through and eat the whipped cream?
It
or you
depends
didn't
on what we're
want
eating
the
it
whipped
on.
cream?
If a salad came with whipped cream, I'd try it.
Say it's your water. Say
Give it
your
a
water
shot.
came with whipped cream.
What?
Ooh.
Water.
Ooh, yeah.
Well,
Sure.
that's what happened.
Put it on
I
here.
mean,
Let's do it. Yeah.
yeah,
Let's
might as
see.
well take a look at it.
There
I
we go.
guess.
Here's that ice water with whipped cream.
I didn't want whipped cream on my water.
Sorry.
It's like the perfect mask.
How did that happen? That was beautiful.
the
I
whip
think
man's-
I need to. You need to rewind that. That was amazing.
Wasn't it though?
That would be. There's no way that they could do that again if
no,
they tried.
no, not in a million
There's
years.
no way that could happen.
Here's that ice water with whipped cream.
Did she do
I didn't
this
want
on
whipped cream on my
purpose?
water.
Sorry.
Incredible! What a shot! What an absolute shot!
She legit didn't mean to do
Like
that.
she
did
cooked that young man. She cooked him.
He's like,
I mean,
this-
what? How do you? There's no
And this is why I'm in the friend zone with this girl.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what he
man.
was thinking. I saw it all
Yeah.
over his face.
He's like, I will never get her to date me, ever.
It was
Or
my
actually,
dream, and then she threw whipped cream
actually,
on my
you know
face.
what, brother? You know what, brother? You might.
You know, after what I saw before the show, anybody has a chance.
Anybody has a chance.
Steven?
Yep. Okay, so I know that, well, Seth, you were kind of missing out on one particular creator.
Absolutely.
You were wondering, it's like, do you have Rockstar? And I'm
I
like,
thought
well,
you got mad at me.
this is a new season, and
a
we
new
need to
season.
do new things.
Okay.
A new season with new things, new territories.
But Rockstar is so good, though.
He's like the best.
So he had to come back.
Yes.
has to.
Yes,
He
he
had to come
did.
back.
Come on, we late for work.
You are not going to work with me, and I have to go. Is it not funny, mister?
Who laughing? I'm going to work.
Ario.
What?
You cannot go to work.
Hold on, what are you trying to do? You ain't getting me out this car. I want to work.
You are a bad dog.
What you mean bad? I'm bad because I want to go to work?
Ario.
That don't even sound right.
Get out and get back in the field.
Stop pulling me.
Stop pulling me! Stop pulling me!
I'm back.
Oh my God.
I'll sit in the back. Come on, let's go. I'll sit in the back.
Get out of the car, you turd.
Oh, I'm a turn now?
You okay, buddy?
He all right.
Did he knock you down?
Don't lie on me.
No, he hit my head on
No,
All right, open the front door. See if you can get him out there. You okay, buddy?
Nuh-uh.
I'm not okay. He was janking my collar and some hair came off.
Ario,
What?
get out.
No, let me go, little boy.
Oh my God.
What you gonna do if I get out?
I'm going to beat you.
That's why I'm not getting out.
Come here.
Archie to find me. Open the door, little boy. Open the Archie got
Come
me.
here.
Okay, I give up. I'm out. Thank, I'm back in.
I feel like they're.
Surprise for you back there.
Oh,
Surprise! Oh, stop tripping. Your butt smell worse than mine do. Yeah, it do. Smell it. Look, you want to know what your booty smell like? Here, smell my nose. I smelled your booty earlier. Smell it. Sniff it good. Yep.
Dang.
Told you your butt smell like kibbles and bits. Smell it. Uh-huh.
Hey, babe. Why you quiet? Why you quiet?
Ah.
Are you still mad because I follow Halle Berry? Oh, stop. Come on, I just like to feel her post.
Tell Hallie.
You follow the rock.
And I do more than that.
I do. What?
You messed me up. Stop.
My bad.
Yeah, it's your bad. I'm trying to make enough room in here for the both of us. Okay, now move it off. Yeah. Move it. Wait, stop. Hold up. Wait, put this
Wait.
Okay, now take it out.
Okay, here I go.
Take it out. All right, that's perfect. Now flip it on. Okay, that's perfect. Ooh, it's enough room. Well, it's just enough room for me.
For you?
Yeah, clearly this design was for a one-cat apartment. I'm sorry, bro.
Oh, if
One
there's not
cat
enough room for me, it's not enough room for neither one of us.
Ah,
Yeah.
stop.
Oh, that's my face.
My bad.
Ooh, fire.
You want to build another one?
Okay.
Thank you, Steven.
Good old rock star. I have a question though. Do you think that you are more of a dog person or a cat
Dog all day long.
person? Dog, yeah. Yeah. I'm definitely more of a dog person.
Easily.
Yeah. Although, to be fair,
Do you have a cat?
no.
Okay.
I don't have a dog either.
I've never had a cat.
I'm more
as
of
long as I've been married.
I'm more of a goldfish person. That's like,
Last about a week?
yeah.
Yeah.
The commitment is low. The death toll is high.
Yes.
But at the same time, you're like,
I
tried. I
was
tried.
doing youth ministry.
Yeah, I tried.
And I started youth group, and I was doing, fun summer event that was going to go 3 months, and I bought a goldfish as a mascot for everybody. Nobody brought me back the original goldfish. I don't know what happened. That's a lot I was asking out of that goldfish.
That goldfish.
All 3 of them.
He went belly up.
All
dog.
3 of them.
They went belly up, dog.
Within a week.
You killed them all within a week.
I didn't kill them.
Way to go.
It's the teenagers.
It was the teenagers.
Teenagers don't raise goldfish well.
Teenagers.
But to be fair, they cost me a whole 12 cents a fish.
Yeah. Do you remember back at Walmart in the old days? They used to actually have fish tanks in
Yeah.
Walmart.
Yeah.
You used to be able to go buy fish.
I remember that.
It was so cool.
It was one of those fish.
Yeah. It was one of
12
seriously,
cents.
you would pay. You could bring a nickel and walk home with a fish. you could bring, and they would even.
Mom!
They would give. They would give
What?
you.
Mom, I want a fish.
They would give you enough food, like a big old container of food. About the size of like a little, like I guess like a little tiny thing of
Pill
salt
bottle?
or pill bottle,
Yeah.
or whatever. And you're like, this fish is gonna feed Fred because barely eats anything. And then they die in a week, and then you go back and get another goldfish, and like, here's your food. And like, actually, I haven't even gotten through
the first
one.
one.
So unless this goldfish needs specific food that's in that container,
Stephen, have you
we're
ever
good.
owned a goldfish?
I never have.
You never owned a goldfish?
I've never owned a goldfish.
You've never had the
Before
joy.
you come here,
Yeah.
it's 40 cents now. Inflation's hit.
40 cents.
You need to go buy one for Stephen. We need to give it
We
to
need
him.
we need to have a varsity
gift.
radio mascot.
Now, what would we name it? I wonder. I guess it has to be based on how it
Orangey.
looks.
Yeah, orange.
Orange.
Did you say orangey?
Orangey.
Orangey. Good old Orangey, the varsity
let's
radio
not go
show.
with that.
If I remember, Walmart used to have the aquarium.
We should call him Agent Orange.
Ooh.
I like it.
Yeah, we should have a Sean Connery for us.
Yes, Agent Orange.
I wonder how long he'll last.
Agent Orange. My
Stephen,
old
you
nemesis.
could talk about him on the morning show.
I could.
Yeah.
I could.
Yeah,
You
you
and your
talk-
fish.
And now we're going to hear from Agent Orange.
Yeah.
Excellent critique of the new political landscape, Agent Orange.
And all you hear is
So we read. I read.
He would make for great Facebook
Yeah,
pictures,
he would.
Stephen.
I
know.
read Brown Bear almost every night to my son. Brown Bear, what do you see? I
Yes.
see a red bird looking at me.
I hate that one.
And George loves it. So at the end, you have the black sheep says, "I see a goldfish looking at me." It's George's favorite thing. And I do voices for all the animals, but goldfish, I'll go, goldfish, and George tries to do it, and he's 3, so he's terrible at it. But it's hilarious because so like go back. It's just like
That is so good.
It's amazing. Yeah. And now he likes.
Steven, you're crazy. I mean, you're crazy talented.
Now he likes. Thank you. I can act like I'm
So
underwater.
are you, Steven. I didn't mean to take that from you.
I'm. We also read Polar Bear. What do you hear? Which is not as good as Brown Bear. You know the subtleness.
It's like the off-brand.
Yeah, but it's by the same guy. But it was basically a cash grab. Like, hey, Brown Bear is doing really well. Do something else like that, only different.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, I guess I'll do a polar bear, which is
a bear.
What's the difference between what kind of sound difference does a polar bear make?
Not much.
As to a brown bear, not much.
Yeah.
But they have more exotic animals in polar bear, and those are harder noises to do.
Steven, how close
What's the
is
most
Clutch?
exotic?
Oh, sorry.
The most exotic.
48.
So I don't even know what sound a peacock makes.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know. So I just go peacock. What do you hear?
How about let's see.
We need to make Jordan read this book on the show.
I'll read it
one week.
I should read it in the voice of Sean Connery.
Yes.
Polar bear, what do you hear?
Yes.
How would a flamingo sound though?
That
flamboyant.
Yeah, I go flamingo. What do you hear? I hear a boa constrictor hissing in my
a group
ear.
of flamingos is a flamboyant.
Yes, it is.
Flamboyance of flamingos. Hey guys, we're here to be flamboyant in your yard.
Got any shrimps? Here we go, guys. I got an ID. We're coming up.
All right.
AIA Guntersville, streaming online at 885jfm.com. The clutch moment.
Is there anyone?
I'm sorry, I'm still laughing about
You're
what
killing me.
Steve-O said.
Got any shrimp?
Wow.
Steve-O,
Yeah.
you can't say that before clutch.
Yes, I can. I did.
And now for our serious moment.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be able to do this. We'll get through it. Okay, go ahead.
This
I'm
is
good.
gonna be a really hard question for
I'm
you
gonna be,
right now.
I'm gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. No issues.
So, what makes God want to pick
Oh gosh.
us
What makes God want to pick us?
after your little?
Nothing. Not a single thing. The only thing we bring to the table is our sin that makes our salvation necessary. That's all that we bring to the table.
Good answer.
So not a thing. At least within us. Now, obviously, God, chooses. Well, why did he choose Israel? They were not. They weren't even a nation when he chose them. It was one dude who had no heir, and his wife was
very old.
Yeah, he was.
They
very
both
old.
were very old.
So between Genesis 15, when God tells Abram, you're gonna have a son, look out to the stars, and between Genesis 22, when Abraham offers Isaac on the altar, it's like 25, 30 years in between those chapters, Genesis 15 and 22.
I wish, and I know, me and you are pastors.
Yeah.
So we know time periods, right? And we know distances between point A and point B.
Yeah.
But the average person reading the Bible doesn't know those time distances, so they just assume, I guess, in their mind.
Well, you read it.
God promised, and then it happened.
Yeah, and then, there was no waiting. God shows Abraham the stars.
Same thing happened to David.
Yeah. This will happen. And then it's like 15 years before it even happens.
Yeah.
So
we're going into a story in 2 Chronicles, actually, 16, 7 through 10. It says
Old
at
Testament,
that
big
time,
dog.
Hananiah the seer came to King Asa and told him, because you have put your trust in the king of Aram instead of in the Lord your God, you missed your chance to destroy the army of the king of Aram. Don't you remember what happened to the Ethiopians and the Libyans and their vast army with all their chariots and charioteers? At that time you relied on the Lord, and he handed them over to you. The eyes of the Lord search the whole earth in order to strengthen those whose hearts are fully committed to him. Okay, I want to point that out. That's important. The eyes of the Lord search the entire earth in order to strengthen those whose hearts are what? Fully committed to him, right? What a fool you've been. From now on, you will be at war. Asa became so angry with Hananiah the prophet for saying this that he threw him into prison and he put him in the stocks. At that time, Asa also began to oppress some of the people. And King Asa reigned for 41 years, and most of his reign was marked by doing right and seeking God. And God states right here that the Lord is looking for someone to be courageous and loyal and to do his will. He wants us to be available. So the question is this: am I available? Who am I dependent on? So has there ever been a project or something in your life, Jordan? It doesn't have to be spiritual. A project or something in your life that you were so stubborn that you refused to ask for help, and it eventually hurts you.
Of course.
Tell me about one of those.
Of course. I mean, just with raising a child.
Yes.
You think that you and your wife will just kind of figure it out. We read the baby books. We read the toddler books. You know, we know. But I can't tell you how many times asking my dad or her dad and her mom, you know, advice. And also my dear friends at church, Jack and Carrie Quinn.
Yeah.
They have helped us so much, because I'll take a question to either one of them. We'll take a question to either one of them, and they will help us answer it. So Jack and Carrie Quinn, love you guys. Y'all are amazing.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, it's kind of humbling when you go to them and you're like, hey, I got no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And these are people who've been through raising children.
Yeah.
And you know,
done a good job.
I mean, you know, you have to kind of hear their advice and adapt it to your family, you know, because not everything works perfectly. But Miss Carrie basically helped us with so many tips and getting George potty trained.
Come on.
And I mean, she gave us so many great tips and so much stuff like that we still hearken back to it today. So I mean, but it's humbling because you're just like,
I don't know what I'm doing.
I have no idea what I'm doing, and I can be stubborn. I both Jennifer and I can be very stubborn and be like, no, we got this.
Not you, Jordan.
Never me. No, never me.
So when hard times and trials come to your life, who do you turn to first? And this is what I want everybody to be asking: is it God or someone or something else, right? Because we get stubborn, don't we?
Oh yeah.
It comes to the second part. Have I gotten lazy in my faith?
Yeah.
Right. King Asa, had gotten lazy in the end.
Yeah.
You know, he was successful for 39, 40 years.
Yeah.
But it was the end in his stubbornness that marked the end of his godly reign, honestly.
Yeah.
To something rough. So have you ever gotten lazy as an athlete or in school, and then you didn't perform at your highest level you knew that you could?
Of course, especially in college. I mean, there were so many tests that I was like, I'd rather go hang out with my friends or go watch a movie. Yeah. I know the material. I got it.
Yeah.
And then you get a C or a D on the test.
Yeah.
And you're like, I was not anticipating some of those questions, or I thought I knew the answers to those. And, you know, it happens all the time. I mean, it's just tough.
Yeah.
Because you never think to yourself, you never want to be so arrogant to think I'm smart enough, I don't need to study for this test. You never say those things out loud, but we think those things.
Oh yeah.
We think about it, and you know, we're like, I got this. Oh yeah, I've absolutely not studied or not prepared, and it's come back to bite me right in the butt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I believe that we need to try to be consistent in our faith and not let the lazy kick in, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you ever quit doing the things you know you should, just like King Asa did, your spiritual life and your life as a whole will always suffer. It always does. If you're not spending time reading your Bible, if
Absolutely.
you're not praying, if you're not hanging out with godly friends, if you're not worshiping God, those things always come back to bite us. And which brings me to my third and last point. Am I willing to do the hard things?
Yeah.
Am I willing to do the hard things? So let me ask you this, and then we'll close out and pray. Why do we usually struggle to do the hard things in our Christian walk?
Well, the hard things in our Christian walk are often us having to learn to depend on God And look, for better or for worse,
and not on ourselves.
Yeah. For better or for worse, people are very self-dependent.
Yeah.
You know, you were kind of raised to be like you've got to, you know, eventually you're going to have to put on your big boy pants and, you know, go to work or, you know, do something. You have to be a self-starter. You have to do this stuff. And so we think that God is going to be upset with us if we ask him for help. At least that's what I would think sometimes. Is God's got bigger things to do
than deal with me.
Yeah, but that's the truth is God wants us to come to him first.
Yeah.
Because he's the only one who actually can help with some of these things.
Yeah.
He's not our last resort. He should be our first stop.
It's good.
And we have to understand that I think it's just so hard for us because it's an admittance of I'm not able to do this.
Yeah.
I'm going to need some help. And that's hard to do with other people, and that's really hard to do with God because, you know, a lot of times our struggles when it comes to God are spiritual, internal struggles.
Yeah.
And, you know, I tell people all the time, you can put blocks on your phone or on your tablet and not be able to go to filthy or bad websites. And that's a good step. You should have those things on your phone, on your tablet. But you can't stop what's going on up here. How do you run from what's going on in your mind and in your heart?
That's good.
You have to go to God.
Yeah.
And say, God, I need help. You
can't do it on your own.
I tell my students all the time, like, I wish at the moment I got married that I never lusted ever again.
Yeah.
About another woman. But that's just not true. And that's not true for any marriage, any person. I'm not the only one alone here.
Yeah.
So, like, I wish that was the truth, but it's not. Or I put blocks on my phone. I never have to worry about lust anymore. Sadly.
That's where that scripture comes, take captive every thought, right?
Absolutely. And
make it honor God.
And this is why accountability with others is important. This is why it's also important to go to God and be like, God, I'm struggling with this. I need your help. I need your light. I need to bring this to the light. And because when sin is in the dark corners, it festers and grows. When you bring it to the light, it dies.
Yeah.
And you know, we have to constantly be reminded that we need help at all phases of life.
That's good. Hey, let's pray. God, we want to be available to you. We want to be used by you. God, help us to be that person, God, that can be used by you, Father God, to please you and to follow you and to lean on you when we're in desperate need. In your holy and awesome name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Awesome. Marco's Pizza.
Polar bear, what are you here?
You need to try, was it Llama Llama Red Pajama?
Yeah.
George likes that. George likes that one too.
Yeah?
Llama Llama Red Pajama.
You know what else you could do?
What else could I do?
Yeah, the Wonky Donkey.
I don't know the Wonky Donkey.
You haven't seen the Wonky Donkey?
I don't think I've seen the Wonky Donkey.
Oh, you got to find it. You got to check it out.
That's such a good, funny song.
It is. So I anticipate that this will become for George what Baby Shark became for
You're welcome. Hey, my little ones discovered this one too.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. It's a wonky donkey.
Wonky donkey.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sometimes he's a honky tonky wonky donkey.
Oh my gosh.
Can you do the whole thing?
No, I can't.
Sometimes he's a honky tonky wonky donkey.
Right.
Lanky.
Stinky stanky.
Stinky stanky.
Honky tonky wonky donkey.
Honky tonky
Stinky stanky honky tonky wonky donkey.
It's down your lane.
So they just keep adding silly
honestly,
words.
It looks like something you would write, Jordan.
That's a compliment.
It is a compliment.
Because apparently the wonky donkey has made a lot of money.
It's very famous.
He only had 3 eggs. Not 3 eggs. He only had 3 legs.
3 legs.
Yeah.
Sorry.
3-legged donkey.
1 letter changed that, didn't it?
It does.
Mm-hmm. So I was walking down the road and I saw a donkey. He had only 3 legs, 1 eye, and he liked to listen to country music. And he was quite tall and slim, and he smelled really bad. And that morning he got up early, and he hadn't had any coffee, and he was always getting up to mischief. But he was quite good looking. He was a spunky, hanky, panky, cranky, stinky, dinky, lanky, honky, tonky, winky, wonky, donkey.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
Except it adds one every time.
Yeah, it does. That was like the end.
That's something right there.
Mm-hmm. It's like there's a hole in the bottom of the sea.
So today is October 1st.
Yes, it is.
Today is.
And as I was growing up, Stephen,
I
remember this story about Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And I found this video of how the football team in that literal city,
Sleepy Hollow, New York. Yeah.
what was it, the Headless Horseman?
Yeah, of course.
And I don't remember the first time I saw this, but I was probably 6 or 7, surely, because they like to traumatize us with all these Disney movies and everybody dying and things. Right. When we were in the early 90s, they don't...
Ichabod Crane and Sleepy Hollow.
Yes.
Because Bing Crosby was the narrator and the voice of
Stephen,
Ichabod
I don't
Crane.
remember when we watched this first, but I remember it traumatizing me. Well,
oh, yeah.
There is an actual Sleepy Hollow.
Yes, there is.
In New York. And this is how the football team enters the stadium.
Which I must admit is pretty rock and roll. Like, that's pretty cool. The only thing that would be cooler is if he came in with a flaming pumpkin and hit somebody in the head with it.
Wow.
He's got no head.
It looks like a small school, though.
But they're owning it.
Yeah, that's a small school.
Sleepy Hollow. Wow.
That's awesome. I kind of like that. I dig that. That's cool.
So I thought that was neat.
Yeah, that is
you
neat.
Welcome to October.
Sleepy Hollow. I turned 40 on Friday. I turned 40 on Friday.
You're going to be an old man.
I'm an old man. I'm an official old man. How old are you?
Happy birthday.
I just turned 42.
Just turned 42.
Yeah.
I'm hitting 40, man, on Friday. I will no longer be a young, vibrant 30-year-old.
At that.
Not as bad as you think it
I
is.
found this really cool new sport, Stephen.
I'll be a young, vibrant 40-year-old.
With women and rubber chickens.
Yeah?
Oh, here we go.
I saw that.
And I thought...
he saw it.
I thought, you know what would
Doesn't
be
mean he's
great
gonna
if
show
we
it.
could get Jennifer, Cassie, and Sarah to compete in this sport. I think it would be really something special.
Let's see.
So.
Let's see. Oh, man.
Imagine doing shot put with rubber chickens. This is exactly that. The ladies' rubber chicken contest took place this Wednesday, and these rubber chickens have some weight to it. The contest is divided into 2 different age groups, 16 to 50-year-olds and 51 and older. Some folks even come out of retirement to compete in these competitions. The rules are simple. You can only grab the rubber chicken from the body, not the legs, nor the head. The objective is to throw the chicken as far as you can, and wherever it originally lands is your score. The field is about 98 feet and 9 inches long, but with the scoring range of 100 feet. These crowds don't play when it comes to grabbing a good view. Just be sure to watch out because although you may not be in the field, you still have a chance of being hit.
You know, this is the first time I've ever thrown a chicken this far.
Yeah?
Yeah, and it was exhilarating, and I saw it move and go up.
It was exhilarating.
And it went over people, and then it landed.
And it landed?
And it was wonderful.
I love that for you.
It was absolutely wonderful. I was so excited. My heart was coming out of my chest.
The winner in the 51 and older division got 57 feet. Do you have what it takes to beat that score?
I think Jennifer would cook y'all.
The
on
Varsity Radio Show should sponsor something like that.
Chicken throwing contest.
Think so?
A rubber chicken.
Wow.
A rubber chicken. Rubber
Speak of
chickens.
the crowds.
Rubber chickens always remind me of Fozzie Bear from the Muppets. A waka waka waka.
Yeah.
That's a rubber chicken.
Yeah.
And
So funny. The other day, where were we? I think we're in Walmart. And I was just walking along, and there was this rubber chicken. It was near the pet, the pet aisle. And it was there on the end cap. And I just reached up and squeezed it. And I scared my wife so bad. She was walking behind me. She had no idea what I was
it's
up
part
to.
of the it's part of the fun of being married is scaring your wife.
Yeah.
Speaking of scaring people, Stephen.
Speaking of.
You remember the video that I sent you of the guy sleeping in the hammock? Do you got that from September 18th?
I didn't know to have it, so I'll have to go back and find it.
I may have laughed way too hard is the title of the video.
Okay. I'll have to go back into my archive.
And something fell.
Okay.
And something fell.
Yeah.
Keep talking, I'll find it.
It on the man with the hammock, and
The man with the hammock.
it's quite hilarious.
Do you like scary movies, Seth? Do you like scary movies?
I don't like scary. No.
Okay.
No.
Is your
Did
wife?
you enjoy Unsolved Mysteries growing up as a kid?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I loved it.
Would you watch it at night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the best time to watch it.
Would it keep you from sleeping?
Sometimes. Now, like if it was like a missing persons case, like I'm not saying that I wouldn't feel bad
There's
for
a
the
murder
person.
in your backyard.
Yeah, I mean, like missing persons. Not
And
even
then FBI top 10 most wanted list.
not even necessarily like the murders or anything, but if there was, because Unsolved Mysteries kind of went into the paranormal too.
Oh, yeah.
If there was a ghost story, that could scare me.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I would only like to watch that show
Yeah.
during the day.
I don't know why serial killers and actual murderers like that really happened wouldn't scare me, or kidnappings wouldn't scare me, but that didn't faze me at all. But you put a ghost on there, and I'm like, oh no! As a kid, I was terrified.
Do you remember, Steven, growing up in Alabama? You did too.
Yes, I did.
What was it? The 13 Ghosts of Alabama?
13 Ghosts in Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
Yeah.
13 Ghosts in Jeffrey.
Hey, I have gone to the courthouse.
Yep.
And seen the face.
You've seen the face?
I have.
The famous
Steven.
face.
I really did.
We need to. This is our next show. I'm going to do this for our next show. We're gonna do this. We're gonna look at all the cool 13 Ghosts in Jeffrey. That's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be great.
I remember this.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah,
We're gonna talk about
you're
it.
Good.
Yeah. Do you remember? Do you remember the?
But I really did.
Scary stories to tell in the dark.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's terrifying.
That was scary.
And I did. I read all that
Oh
stuff.
yeah, me too.
I think the place I'm telling you about is Aliceville.
Yeah, Aliceville. You are right.
And I have been there.
Mm-hmm.
My brother-in-law worked at the prison.
He worked there at the prison?
And so he took me to this house with
Yeah,
the ghost face.
with the face.
And
Yeah.
it's there.
In the window pane. And they've
It
even
really is.
They've even changed out the window pane.
It's there.
Yep.
I've seen it
It's a ghost.
with my very own eyes.
I seen it.
I seen it.
I seen it.
I seen it if I
I
had
done
a picture.
seen it with my own eyes.
But
It's a
that-
ghost.
It was traumatic. What's up?
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Welcome to the party.
This is the party, man.
Have a seat.
Why do
It's
you
our
keep bringing?
pizza nut. Come, Steven.
Why do you keep bringing big mama jammas in here who could absolutely beat us up if
This
push
guy,
came to shove?
This guy.
Yeah.
This guy.
Well, they're both. They look
Braylan,
like
isn't it? Yeah, Braylan. And Pearson?
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm
Braylan
good.
and Pearson.
Hey, we were at their school.
We
I know-
were.
Were you there Tuesday? No, Monday.
It was Monday
Last Monday,
afternoon.
we brought Reggie Dabbs to your school. Were you
It was
there?
a school assembly.
Yeah.
I
Guy played a saxophone.
Oh, we were at the volleyball game that
Okay.
day.
It's a bad excuse not to hang out with us. but,
That's
you
all
know,
right.
Whatever.
We were literally there for. Well, you literally saw us for less than 10 seconds.
Yes.
Like, it was the
Yes.
Reggie Dabb show.
Yes.
Like it was not
Yes.
our show.
You enjoyed it.
Well, they weren't there.
Oh, yeah.
So,
But you
so
enjoyed it.
Oh, I did. Yes, personally, yes, I enjoyed it.
So here's how we start. Braylan, you've been here before. Steven's going to show you some funny videos because you need to lighten up and have fun.
Absolutely, have fun.
The more you talk, the better the show will be.
Of course.
So check out these videos.
So let's do a little setup here. I did a little research and I found out, looks like Pearson, you like baseball.
Yes,
right?
sir.
Okay. So can you
Ooh.
tell me which baseball field you like playing on the best locally? Is there a difference between that baseball field and any other baseball field here in the area?
Douglas is a good baseball field. Scottsboro, I like playing there.
Yeah.
Um,
Is there any difference really? Are some of them like real grass, some of them turf?
some of them are turf. You
Okay.
can find turf, and then some of them like the walls. Like you can definitely tell by the walls.
Yeah.
Like if there's like a nice field. Like
Yeah.
some of them have like padded walls or like like
Right.
full
Yeah.
wood walls.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So how about the distance though? How far it takes to hit it out of the park? Is there a difference between the different fields?
Oh yeah, there's
there?
there's a big difference. Some
Wow.
of them, like, is not that much. Like you could hit it like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's
No,
pretty
no, no,
easy.
you're
No,
like-
I got you.
Yeah, 300 feet, something like that.
Yeah, somewhere around there, like 320.
Yeah, 320, 315, something like
350.
that. Yeah. That's what I love about baseball is that Wrigley Field is shaped completely differently than Fenway Park.
Right.
Like every football field is the exact same. Every soccer field is pretty much the exact same. Everything is the exact same with those other sports. Basketball courts. Baseball is its own. Like every baseball field is so different.
How do they get away with that?
I really, honest to goodness, don't know. As organized as Americans are when it comes to their sports and how we want, everything to look the same,
Right.
I'm really surprised.
Not the
that's-
home run wall
that's
on
lasted.
a baseball
Well,
field.
that's what was so cool. So I'm going off on a total
Go for
tangent
it.
here.
You're good.
But like there's Pesky's pole at Fenway, which is down the right field line. and like that's like it's just kind of just there, like the ballpark just kind of ends, and then a pole goes up.
It is still like like in the thing.
Yeah,
still.
yeah, and it's still like I would be afraid I'd run into Pesky's pole trying to get a ball or something like that. But there's so many cool baseball fields. They're all shaped differently, and I don't really understand why that is. But that's on the high school level too. They're all shaped and they look differently, and it's fun. I love baseball.
Oh,
Here
wow.
we go. The Oakland, Pesky's pole. That's it. Why is there an elephant there?
Right? I don't know.
But out of respect,
there it is.
We decided to.
Pesky's pole. Okay, let me get rid of that.
Yeah.
And I want to play for you because if we did that in any other sport, I mean, I think you could really take advantage of it, right?
Oh, probably.
Yeah. So here, take a listen to this guy. He's quite a funny guy.
Did you know that the dimensions to a baseball field are just whatever? The infield's always the same, 90 feet to each base. But the outfield, they just make it up. To hit a home run in Fenway Park, Boston Red Sox have got to hit that ball 302 feet. Houston Astros, on the other hand, 436 feet. That's a 45% difference. And no one ever talks about it. Like maybe there's a reason why the Red Sox have been to 13 World Series. You see that excited NBA coach? Hey, great news, guys. We're playing in Chicago this week. The rims there are only 5.5 feet tall.
Nice.
Yeah, that's good.
That's true.
There's some truth there. So, who's your favorite baseball player?
I've always liked Big Papi.
Oh, David Ortiz.
Love him.
I love David Ortiz. So, are you a Red Sox fan?
Yes, sir.
Oh man, you and my wife would hate each other. She's a Yank. She's a Yankee. That's okay. I don't like her either. I'm just kidding. No, my
She's
wife's
not watching right now.
Yeah, she's not
That's
watching.
the only
so
reason
it's
why
fine.
he can say that.
Yeah, don't tell her, Steven.
He says all kinds of things because she doesn't watch.
So my wife's from Connecticut, so she's a Yankees fan. She was like, it's almost like being born in Alabama. You have to choose what baseball team you're rooting for, and she chose the Yankees. And of course, she was a kid of the '90s, so it really helped that the Yankees won almost every World Series
in the 90s.
From 1996 on. They won pretty much every series.
After
but
the Braves.
That 2004 Red Sox team
that was something special.
Is one of the best things I've ever seen in my life. They came back down 3-1 to the Yanks in the ALCS and then swept the Cardinals, which I'm a Cubs fan, as you can tell. Cubs fan, so the Cardinals are my worst enemy ever. And I hated that the Cardinals made it to the World Series in the first place, but I was also really happy that the Red Sox swept them. So I was really happy about that. So Big Papi, who else is your favorite?
I really like currently Jaron Duran.
Yes,
I really love him and like what he's
great.
doing.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Like last year, he just he was really mediocre, and then this year he's just
Was he an All-Star? Did he make the All-Star this year?
This year he did.
Yeah, he made the All-Star. Yeah. What about you? You like baseball?
Yeah, I watch it a good bit.
Who's your favorite?
Probably like Matt Olson.
He's awesome. I like him a lot too. My favorite baseball player, he is a Yankee currently, but I love Anthony Rizzo. That's who's on the back of my jerseys. I love Anthony Rizzo. He's a Yank, so
you do that for your wife.
He can't help where he gets traded. He can't help who. I mean, Yankees are willing to pay him a lot of money. I'd probably go too. But my favorite baseball player of all time is Ken Griffey Jr. Easy.
He was awesome.
He was the best baseball player I've ever seen in my life. He's so good.
Seattle Mariners.
I mean, he's not as good as you, Seth.
Yeah.
But who
right.
is? Who is?
Nobody.
Who is good as good a baseball player?
Nobody.
As Seth?
So when you're
Absolutely.
running from third to home and the catcher's trying to get in your way,
you got to run him over.
Do you? Is that what you do?
I would.
Yeah.
Unless it's Big Papi playing catcher. I'm not running Big Papi over.
I mean, you can't get out of the base line, right? You can't go around anything you've got to stay straight. So
yeah.
What if you were to do what this kid did?
Oh man, let's see.
Oh wow,
that's kind of awesome though.
Look at that. Doesn't even touched.
Did he even touch home plate?
No,
though? It didn't look like he touched home plate. I mean, it looked like he just. It was a cool
move. Move your knee back, man.
Yeah, move your knee back. Gonna hit off home plate,
right?
Yeah, that's
fun.
Have you ever done that on the baseball field?
No,
not quite.
No.
Not quite.
He will now.
Have you?
Yeah.
I played baseball 1 year. I don't really.
Bro, if you're jumping over people, you're doing it wrong. You run right through them. That's what I say. You run right through them. If they're in the way, knock them out. Of course, there's a reason the Buster Posey rule exists. But, you Yeah.
I got one more question.
Okay.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Ooh.
Grape
Ooh.
or strawberry?
Grape.
Grape.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
If you're a Southern boy, you say grape.
Now, peanut butter on both slices?
Jelly.
Or peanut butter on one and jelly on the other? Or peanut butter on both and jelly in the middle?
I'm the kind of guy I could see myself doing a little bit of both. Like one sandwich, I do peanut butter on one side, then jelly on the other, but then there's been sometimes I'm like, man, I really want some peanut butter.
Yeah.
And I've done both. So I'm both, but normally I do jelly on one and peanut butter on the other. What about you, Seth?
Double jelly.
Double jelly.
I like double jelly. I
just
won't
a
give
little
it
bit
to
of
my
peanut butter?
kids.
Are you doing any sort of peanut butter on
I mean,
there? Or
I
are you just doing
would,
jelly?
but I'd rather
You
just have
doing-
straight jelly.
You're having jelly sandwiches?
You're just having a jelly sandwich.
Why are you hating?
I feel like you should be arrested. Like that's
I'm living life to the fullest.
I don't know if
Like,
you are.
It's like
That's a lot of jelly.
it's like
dog.
a triple stuffed Oreo
that's
cookie.
That's Uncrustables. Wish they had thought of that.
Where's
Like that.
Wilford
Like,
Brimley?
let's make a double Uncrustable.
Where's Wilford Brimley at?
Yeah.
What would he say to that?
Diabetes.
How fast can you make a PB&J?
Oh gosh,
Ooh, not very.
not very fast.
Not very fast?
Yeah.
Well, there's a Guinness World Record for that.
Of course,
Really?
of course
Yeah,
there is.
there's a guy attempting to make it the fastest in the world.
Here we
but
go.
He's got a little competition here. Look at
Hey
this.
guys, my name is Ryan, and today I'm going to attempt the world record for the fastest time to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So, here we go.
Oh!
That was impressive but disgusting. That was so impressive,
Right? She had
but
ate it.
disgusting.
I'm disturbed.
Ate it before he even finished his.
Yeah. Did she
Gross.
spit that out of
She
her
did.
mouth?
She did. It was in there the whole time.
I love that. You know what? There's a part of me that kind of thinks that that's awesome. Disgusting. Disgusting.
This is gross.
Yeah, this is.
You can see that she's got something
Yeah,
in her
right.
mouth.
Well, now that
I wonder
now
if
that I
Guinness
know,
would give it to her though.
now that I know, I mean, she just slapped that on. That's gross. That is so gross.
Nasty.
Well, I mean, she's the one eating it.
What
so.
if they get married? What if they're married?
They're
now?
not. That
I bet
she
they
looks
are.
like
Together.
a mom.
He saw that video and he was like, "Yeah, you're my girl. You're my girl now."
It reminds me of like Moto Moto off of Madagascar.
I bow to the master now.
Big.
I like them chunky.
Yeah, Ryan never stood a chance. This is true. Ryan just didn't.
Poor
Sorry,
Ryan.
Ryan. Sorry, Ryan.
Poor my eyes for having to see that.
Your intentions were noble, but your sandwich making skills just stood no
fell.
chance against
You
whatever
fell.
that girl's name is.
You fell.
So, how are you guys seniors? Are y'all
Or juniors.
juniors? Okay, all right. So, what sports do y'all play? Baseball?
Just baseball.
I play just football.
You just play football? Okay, cool. So, how's the football season going for you guys so far?
I say we're doing like pretty good. I
Yeah.
mean, this week we got probably our biggest game, Arab.
Yeah.
That'll be a really good game.
I'm probably asking questions that I should wait for the actual athlete interview, shouldn't I?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to ask that again, and I'm going to need you to pretend
Ask
like
funny.
I've never asked it.
Funny question.
Ever. You want me to ask
Just
a funny
random
question?
funny.
Random funny.
Yes.
What am I, your puppet?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
at least
got
as long as we're honest-
25
as long as we're honest
You
about
got
it.
25 seconds to be
so,
funny.
So I'm not asking that question. I'll let you ask that question. Right?
What is the coolest voiceover voice you can do? Can you do it for me real quick?
Do you know? Wait. Did they say that you can do voiceovers?
No,
To
I'm
one of
just
y'all?
asking.
Oh, I thought you were just like being like, hey.
No.
He said he could do Robin
All
Williams
right,
from
here we
Aladdin.
go.
Here we go.
Interview.
Hey, we are here with Pearson Ivey and Braylan Thompson
Yes,
from
we
Douglas High
Mhm.
School. We are so excited to be here with these two guys. Braylan, he has been here before, but Pearson, this is his first time. And we're going to have a fun interview here. So, Pearson, you've been playing baseball for 2 years now. What made you decide to join the team at Douglas High School?
I played like t-ball when I was a kid, and my dad, he loves baseball. He's the reason I'm a Red Sox fan, actually.
There it is.
Is your dad from Boston, or is he just
No,
a Red
he's from
Sox?
Alabama. He just
okay,
loves
just
the
a Red
Red
Sox.
Sox.
Hey, man, that's cool. I've never been. I'm not from Chicago. I'm just a Cubs fan, so I get you.
Braylan, what got you started in football, and how did you end up actually playing as the nose guard?
The nose guard thing, I just natural, I guess. I mean, they just seen, and they Like I tried center, and I don't really like it. I don't like offense, I like defense. Get to really do whatever I want.
Yes,
my dog.
I agree.
And then
it's fun to tackle the quarterback.
What was your other question?
Oh, my other question is, how did you end up playing nose guard?
Really, I mean, it was just. Well, I just answered
that.
So it just kind of happened, like it just kind of fell into it, and just okay, all right. So what is? I'll start with you first. So what is like your favorite thing about football? Like, is it the teamwork, or is it just the physicalness? What is it?
I like it's physical. Like that's one of those only sports you really get away with it.
Yeah,
but,
you don't have to go to the principal.
I like playing the sport with my friends. Like I love it. It's the game. It's the game I love the most. But I also get to play with like my best friends. So it's a lot better.
What about you? What makes you love baseball so much?
The same thing as him. I just love playing with my friends. Most of my friends play baseball, and I saw them doing it, and I was like, gotta try that.
Gotcha. What positions do you play? Do you?
I just play outfield mostly.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Do you have a preference? Right field, center
usually
field,
left field.
Left
field, corner outfield.
Left field's hard. It's hard because if you're a right-handed batter and you pull the ball, it's going to left. So you got
to be ready.
Most of your batters are right-handed, and probably most of them are pull hitters. So you're probably seeing a decent amount of action out there in left. So it's hard. I was not good at left field.
Pearson, what's your favorite memory from your time on the baseball team?
I just practice. Like I love practice.
You like practice?
I think it's fun, going out there and throwing and just talking. Just talking with your throwing partner while you're throwing. Then you get into BP and just hit.
Yeah.
Just love it.
Yeah. So Braylan, tell me, can you share a memorable moment or lesson from Coach Lyles or your position coaches, Coach Garrett or Coach Jackson?
Coach Lyles, I mean, he always gives us something to like play for. Like for the game, he'll give us this awesome speech, makes me like ready to play.
Yeah.
Like anything he really says every week. Like I could probably give one from every week if I just name it off my head. It's kind of on the spot, but
yeah.
If I could name one, like there would be this week he was telling us how we should like this could be our week. We can just like leave it all on the field, give it everything we got, every single bit of what we got.
Yeah. What's special about your position coaches though?
Really just like giving me the opportunity. Like that's one thing I like about football is opportunity. And I feel like they gave me a fair opportunity to prove what I can do.
That's good. Pearson, can you describe your relationship with Coach Redmond? What's one thing he's taught you that stands out?
I love Coach Redmond. They're real kind, sweet. They'll cut up with you too. They don't mind. They'll tell jokes. I think that's probably the best part. They like having fun. But they want to win too. Like that's not having fun and wanting to win is. I don't want to say they go hand in hand, but I think if you put those together, I think you have a good ball team.
If you're not having fun, why are you playing the game?
That's good.
If you don't like hitting people, you probably shouldn't be in football. If you don't like
baseball, though.
No, I'm just saying. But if you don't like having balls coming out to you in left field, probably shouldn't be playing baseball or left field for that matter. So if you ain't having fun, why do it? So so I know that you guys talked about, you talked about really liking practice. You like talking about being with your friends. But what is your favorite part of the game? Like, what's your favorite part? Like, you're in the game. What's like the thing that just gets you all sorts of jacked up? Like, what makes you stoked to be out there?
I just think it's fun in baseball. For being honest, it's just you and the pitcher.
Yeah.
Like that's like you got the outfield, but if you hit that ball, I mean, you gotta. I mean, there's a good chance.
Mm-hmm. And
getting on base.
Yeah. Are the fans? Y'all have some crazy fans, I'm sure. Yeah. What about you? What's your favorite part?
I love getting one-on-one blocks. I never really get them, but like if I do, that's probably my favorite part because I can actually get to make a play. A very rare opportunity.
I would not. Yeah. If they're not double teaming you, what are they doing? So how many single blocks do you see in the game? Like
Not many.
Yeah.
Depends on the team. Like
Yeah.
Boaz, I don't play many varsity. Like I'm still on JV.
Sure.
But I don't think I ever got a one-on-one block. Maybe like once or twice that game. But
Gotcha.
last week, Geraldine, I really didn't get double teamed much at all.
Wow. Against Geraldine?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. Hey, whatever.
So Pearson is an outfielder. What kind of skills do you think are important for your position?
Really just seeing the ball off the bat and tracking it, and just really making sure you have the ball whenever if it hits your glove, you better have
Don't fake it.
Yeah.
It's not one of those fake it till you make it kind of things.
Have you ever had to just lay it all out to make a catch?
I've never had to lay it out, but I've definitely had to pick up some speed halfway there.
Yeah. You're like, oh, I got this. And, well, maybe I don't have this unless I speed up.
False.
Yeah, that's happened to me a few times.
Oh,
That's why I
yeah?
play right field, because no one ever really hits the right field. So what about you? What is like, have you ever just like taken somebody right off their feet before and made the big play?
I made a pretty good play last week, but I've never I've never thrown anybody.
Well, yeah.
But I've definitely I made a play pretty good tackle for loss last week.
Awesome. What's your jersey number?
73.
That's a great jersey number. What's your jersey number?
22.
Oh, those are great jersey numbers.
What was yours?
Mine, when I was, I every year, and I only remember this, every year I wanted 35 because Frank Thomas was my favorite baseball player at the time when I was a kid, and he was from Auburn. So, I mean, Frank Thomas, and he was 35, and I was with the White Sox my 5th grade year, and I asked, they were like, what jersey number do you want to be? 35. And I even saw the lady write down 35. Don't know what happened in the translation process, but my
you didn't
jersey,
get 35, did you?
I got 39.
Yes!
Quick, name your favorite baseball player who wears 39. You can't do it because they're terrible. And of course, I was in 5th grade, and I remember just being so upset.
Yeah.
I might have even cried as a 5th grader. I might have even cried because I didn't get, this was like the one time that I was going to be on the White Sox and get actually Frank Thomas's number, and they screwed it up and gave me 39.
How we would enjoy to rewind that memory.
And I asked them, can y'all change? And no, we can't change the number. And
we already got the jersey.
I was so disappointed. They're like, well, you can if your parents are willing to pay another, $100 to get it done again. I was like, I don't think they are. So 39 it is.
So Braylan,
I was so upset.
You were talking about this at the beginning, but you mentioned playing with your best friends. How does that friendship impact your performance on the field?
Really just I talk to them between the plays and between on the sideline, just I'm friends with them outside of the sport, and it's just a really great bond. I get to my friend plays center, and after every touchdown he'll come off the sideline. We'll do a little celebration. I ain't got a
Love
video,
it.
but
I'd like to see that celebration.
Maybe you can do it with Seth.
It's kind of I don't think I can do it here.
Yeah, you could.
I ain't got enough room.
Break down some walls. We got this.
We want to keep our walls. But so you were talking about your parents in our pre-interview thing, Pearson. What qualities do you admire most in your parents that motivate you in sports and life?
They're just hardworking. They work so hard, even through hard times. They encourage me, motivate me, just tell me go out there and do your best.
It's good.
It's all about encouragement.
Love it.
All right, so what would you rather do? Would you rather play outfield or would you rather be a bat?
Be a bat.
Awesome. 100%. So do you have a particular spot that you like to try and hit to?
Just middle if you can.
Okay.
Or in the left center gap if you can.
Yeah. Because when you say left center gap, I'm assuming you mean at your specific ball field, there's just kind of a big space between center field and left field. So you actually have a lot of ground to cover when you play outfield out there. But what's been your favorite hit if you could give me that?
Just hitting it right up the middle.
Yeah.
Just right at the pitcher, just on the ground, just rolling.
So a worm burner just right through shortstop and second base. I like that. I can dig that. Those
right
are,
over second.
Those are solid hits. Yeah. Have you ever had a walk off?
Oh no,
not yet.
Not yet.
One day there might be a walk off. And what about you when it comes to playing and stuff like that? Would you rather? I know you said you'd rather be defense and stuff like that, but would you give up that camaraderie with your best friend that you play with now? Like, are you on defense now or are you on offense?
Yeah, I'm on defense.
Oh, okay.
Nose guard.
Oh,
yeah.
That's right. He said that. So, but would you, if your friend switched to offense, would you switch with him?
Probably not. I just like. I still get to see my friends.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Offense, there's just too much to it. Holding, you got step here, step there, whatever. Nose guard, you just kind of.
Nose guard, you just destroy him. Now nose guard I've heard is like one of the hardest positions to play.
Yeah.
You get bruised up a lot. You get banged up a lot. So, what is like the worst bruise you've ever gotten?
If they like blocking you, like kind of dirty, they'll like hit my neck or my ribs, or like some of it's not dirty, but some of it's kind of like just like in my neck mainly. Like,
yeah.
Boaz, I probably had about 8 bruises, probably.
Wow. You could do what the old defensive tackle Deacon Jones used to do. He used to get gloves and he would put these metal lines in his glove and he would smack the ear holes of the offensive line. Of course, you'll get penalized for that now, but it might be worth it. Be like, hey, don't be smacking me around.
Braylan, what do you love most about playing football, and how does it shape your day-to-day life?
I like mainly I like getting the opportunity. I like the opportunity and playing with my friends are the two main things. But like playing with my friends and like the leadership between each other, I never thought we'd have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Pearson, really, this is different for both of you because he's a contact sport. Yours isn't, unless you're sliding into home and trying to kill somebody. But do you have a pregame ritual, something special you do to prepare mentally?
Nothing mentally, just going out to eat, I guess.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love going out to eat before, especially with friends again.
What is that place?
I don't have like a certain place. I'm a big pizza guy. I love
like
to go
it.
eat pizza.
Yeah.
Is there a pizza place in Douglas that you go to, or do you just come here and?
There's not much in Douglas.
Yeah, kind of thought.
Braylan, same thing. Do you have a pregame ritual or something special you do to prepare mentally? Because it is more mentally when you're going to get hit.
Really, I just like listen to my head. Like I put my AirPods in, and put on noise cancellation, just like myself. Like
what song do you
else.
go to? What's your go-to song?
I don't know. I just put on shuffle. Is let it go.
Oh, okay. Hey, I can respect that.
So I think this is a fun one. I want both of you to answer. So if you could master any skill outside of your sports, what would it be?
Could it be outside my position?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I want to play quarterback. That's what
quarterback, nice.
Run the ball
nice.
some. I don't know.
Yeah.
Running back.
What about you?
I think I'd do the same sport and pitch. Like I'd love to be like a really good pitcher.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I love to hit. I'm sorry for interrupting.
No. I want to see Braylan do a spin move. That's.
I want to run the ball.
Yeah.
One time.
I don't think anybody would take you down, bro.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, you would. Yeah. You'd be quite the man to take down.
Quarterback sneak.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what is your goal? This is for both of y'all. What's your goal for this season? Obviously, I think anybody would love to win state or county or area, whatever it's called. But what's like your goal? Like, I'm going to consider this a successful season if we do this.
Mine, team wise, is make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Personally, I just want to play some varsity. Like
Gotcha.
I just want the opportunity.
Gotcha.
I really want to improve and show like what I'm capable of.
Mm-hmm.
Like show that I can play too.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So, in your pregame interview again, you mentioned that you're unsure about your plans after high school. Are there any career fields that you're actually curious about? Things that you are interested in maybe doing, Pearson?
I think being like a doctor, that'd be, everybody says that, but
A doctor?
I know it's hard. But
Whoa.
other than that, I don't really I don't have any plans yet. Nothing just in mind.
I can go ahead and tell you, and I appreciate that you are saying that you would like to be a doctor. I knew from the moment that I got cut on my hand and I saw blood and I got queasy
that wasn't for you.
It was just not it was not going to be my field. Just wasn't going to be it.
That's
funny. I'm
Yeah.
glad that you are wanting to do it because we need good doctors. But unfortunately, you'd make a pretty good chunk of change too, being a doc. So, yeah.
Braylan, after high school, you want to pursue a business degree. So, how do you think your sports experience will benefit you in that field?
Okay, business degree is kind of like the easy plan, but my other plan was going for teaching and coaching. Like,
that's awesome.
Okay, yeah,
that'd be like.
So we definitely can see how those connect. Yeah.
What size school is Douglas?
5A.
5A. I thought so. So when you guys with 5A, like, who is like your biggest rival?
Gunners. Team I hate the most definitely Boaz, but
I'd say Boaz. Yeah.
The best rival is probably Gunnersville, number one right now.
Yeah, they're very, very, very good.
Best gunning for him.
Yeah.
So y'all have A-Rab this week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this your first big test of the season?
Oh, we had Scottsboro and Boaz.
Okay.
We lost those both, but we played like defense. Scottsboro, we hung with in the first half. It was like a 4-point game first half, and they just ran away with it. Boaz, our defense played lights out, and the score didn't look like it, but like once you look at the stats, they didn't throw not even 100 yards. They didn't run for 100 yards.
Yeah. Was it mistakes on offensively that just
7 turnovers?
7 turnovers.
5 of them in the first half.
Man, y'all making Auburn look like an NFL team, dog.
I'm an Auburn fan, and I hate watching them. Like,
I hate watching too.
Like Oklahoma, that broke my heart. Like,
yeah, it did.
I can't watch Auburn anymore. I hate watching them.
It's getting to the point where I'm a youth pastor, so Seth, but I've been telling my youth
there's healing in the tide, guys.
There's no healing in betrayal. But I have gotten to where I'm just like, you know what? It puts me in a bad mood to watch Auburn. Like, it just puts me in an angry mood, and I don't act like a good Christian man, so I'm not going to watch it. I'll keep up with it on my phone, and if we happen to be blowing somebody out, like 49-0, I'll turn it on then, and then watch, some highlights.
There's no, like, oh, give me that game with Auburn. Like, it's like New Mexico State last year.
Gosh.
That, like, Auburn just, like, they're going to give you a heart attack. 4th-31, I knew something was up. Like, I was like, there's no way for it to be Alabama. It's 4th-31. They'll come up with something.
Yeah.
Alabama, like, they're like the second chance team. Like, they'll always find a way to rat their way back in. I hate them for it. But
yeah. You got to respect
Braylan, you're also an FFA officer.
Yeah.
Learned that about you.
First time.
So how do you balance your commitments to football and your extracurricular activities, and what is that position in FFA?
Well, I'm the recruiter. It's like probably the lowest FFA officer. I don't really like Mr. Brock. I thought I was interviewing for FFA.
Yeah.
But it turns out I was interviewing for an officer.
Okay.
Wow.
And so I interviewed for Sentinel, and then
Big stuff.
Then I got the recruiter. But I don't really have to do much in FFA yet. I think that's more of like it's like a half the year thing.
Yeah.
But like, it's not like really a hard thing to kind of put my way.
Pearson, I learned something about you. You love Goodwill Hunting, and that's a classic, right? And so what's your favorite lesson from that movie that really attracts you to that movie?
Just love somebody 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just love with everything you have.
Mm-hmm. Robin Williams improvised a lot of his lines.
I heard about
in that movie. Yeah, he made when he's talking about his wife farting in her sleep, he improvised that, and that was actually Matt Damon like really legit laughing.
Yeah.
At Robin Williams improv. It's a good movie.
So you have some interesting hobbies, Braylan. If you had to teach someone how to play football or be part of your favorite FFA activities, what would be your top tip to these people?
Football is don't play scared, because most time if I start the game, the first 2 plays of the game, I will like all my skills go away for like the first play. But then, like, once I start getting in a rhythm, if you don't play scared, you'll be completely fine. If you just play with what you practice, you'll be fine. But it's, like, harder than, like some people it just all goes away for them. It goes away for me first 2 plays. But after that, I can kind of get in rhythm. But yeah.
It's the nerves to that point. I remember looking at linemen, I remember being, I played football. I remember pregame, the starting lineman drinking a whole thing of Pepto-Bismol.
Wow.
The nerves are serious.
Yeah.
But in saying this, Jeffrey Steve Hathcock says Gibby, Braylan Thompson. Is that Gibby?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Gibby.
That's my card tag.
I love that. I like that a lot.
My little tag spells like
what,
Gibby.
iCarly?
Yeah.
If you were to tell somebody, same question, if you were to tell somebody how to play baseball, what would you do?
Just hit the ball. Just keep your eye on it.
Hit the ball
and play what you practice.
Do it.
So me and Jordan like to ask this question though.
Yeah.
Like, tell us an embarrassing or funny thing that's happened to you at the practice field, on the field, in the bus, something. But talk to us.
Forgetting how many outs there are. That's happened to me a few times.
Have you run off the field after catching one, and are you just like, I head to the dugout?
That, and when you're on, first base and you're getting your lead and somebody catches it, and you think that's, you think you can tag up, but it's just that's 3 outs. It's over.
Yeah. That I could see myself getting kind of caught up in a game and forgetting.
Yeah,
that happens.
Yeah. So, last question on this, guys. What advice would you give to younger athletes who want to pursue your sport?
Just keep playing. Don't let any mistakes just don't let it like tear you down or like make you discouraged from wanting to play.
Yeah.
You just gotta keep playing. You'll get better. You'll learn.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, is learning.
Braylan?
Kind of same thing for him, but really just like don't let anything like any down plays. Like, everybody has to downplay it. Nobody's perfect in the sport, but like you can't just let the small things drag you down. You just gotta keep playing, like play like you've been playing up, and just like act like nothing that's happened. Just keep improving.
Yeah.
So good.
So would you guys if you were to make it to playoffs this year, like state playoffs and stuff like that, what would you consider? I don't know necessarily how baseball is formatted in 5A, but it's a tournament with you guys, right? It's it's one loss. Is it one loss with you guys too?
I'm pretty sure it's one loss.
Yeah, it's one loss and you're done. But like, what would be if you were to make it to like the Final Four? What would you think would be like the ultimate motivation to be like, guys, we're so close? Like, how would you handle that as like a player?
Like, if I was like, I feel like Coach Lyles would be somewhere along the lines of, don't stop now. Like, don't, the team ahead of you, like, they made it just as far as you did. They worked just as hard as you did. Like, don't look back.
Yeah.
Just play.
Yeah. What about you?
That's all. Coach Redmond, he'll get you fired up. They'll get you ready.
Ooh, what are we watching?
We're about to watch our boy Braylan, who's in the middle.
73. I see him.
Watch him move.
It's a mamma jamma. Look at that. Look at
there
that.
There it is.
Yeah, look at that.
That, my friends, is how you destroy a human
Look like
being.
22 was jawing at the end of that one, too. I don't know who 22 is on your team.
That's Bryce.
Bryce. Like 22 was saying something. Maybe he wasn't.
That running back was not happy to see you, Braylan.
No, I wouldn't be happy to see him either.
That's beautiful.
Wow.
If you're not seeing this video, you can always watch it on Facebook Live, Instagram Live, YouTube Live. Also, Horizon Communications. If you're with us, you're watching this video, and so that's super cool. Anita Sanders says, go, Braylan. And I do actually have one more question. You mentioned your mom, coaches, and friends as your inspiration, Braylan. Can you share a specific moment when one of them motivated you during a tough time?
My mom just like always tells me to keep my head up, and like before the games, she'll text me like, "Don't be scared, prove what you can do," and like,
love it.
Don't let anything hold you back.
I like it. How about you?
My dad, he's always there. He's as close to the fence as he can get, and if I'm over on deck, he's like, just hit as hard as you can, son.
Yeah.
He wants me to be ready for it.
Love it.
That ball can tick me off so many times. You can sometimes hit one on the screws, like you just belt one, and it's right to the right fielder. And then sometimes you'll hit a little blooper that is barely going to get out of the infield, but it drops in for a hit. Baseball is so weird, and I love it.
Yeah.
It's so wild.
Hey, guys, I've really enjoyed this interview.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we want to thank our sponsors real quick, B&B Video Games. It is the
Albertville Mullet.
It's been a while since you said
it has.
that. So
Yeah,
it's what?
80. It's the 80 styles arcade in the back. It's the video game retail store up front. It's business in the front, party in the back.
That's right.
It's the Albertville Mullet. What do you want?
And then Marco's Pizza.
Yes.
Pizza, salads, desserts, subs, sides, and beverages. That's in the shops at Albertville.
Yes, it is.
Marco's Pizza.
Delicious.
Hey, come over and join us on the lives. We want to talk to you. You can talk to us on Facebook Live, looking and watching it right now and responding.
On the socials.
So, yeah, come join us over on social media. It's going to be a great rest of the show.
Absolutely.
88.5 JFN is W.
What do you mean you forgot questions?
For freestyle.
Oh, questions for freestyle?
Yeah, we need 3 freestyle questions.
Who voiced the genie in Aladdin?
That's a good one.
There you go.
There it is.
And then, so that's the first one.
Yeah.
And then,
Not the live action. Either one.
What was the main character's name in Aladdin? I'm just kidding. Don't do that one. I don't know. That's a good first one.
What's the monkey's name in Aladdin?
What's the monkey's name?
I
in
forgot.
Aladdin?
Abu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what year did
Lego was invented? I knew that one actually.
Lego was invented what?
In which country?
Oh, Sweden.
I knew that one. Yeah.
Sweden.
Yeah. No.
Denmark.
Yes.
Was it Denmark or
Yes.
Sweden?
Denmark.
Sweden.
I like that. Was that today, Stephen?
I didn't get a chance to use it.
So, well, we'll use it if you'll let us.
Sure.
Oh,
Yes, Stephen.
Stephen, you're fantastic.
Thank you, Steve-O.
But you're going to do the genie. We'll do the genie.
Okay, the genie.
The monkey.
The monkey. And then we're going to throw a real
And then
wild
the Lego.
card.
Yeah.
A wild card with
yeah,
the
that's
Lego.
a good one that I actually knew the answer to.
Well, I didn't. You're just doing this because you think you feel smarter than me. That's why
In
you're
this
doing
moment,
it.
yes.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So, do either of you guys have girlfriends?
I do.
You do?
Did you see it? Look how Pearson lit up.
He was like, yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
What's
No
her
big
name,
deal.
Pearson?
Madison.
Madison. How long y'all been dating?
3 months now. It's
3 months.
a bit over 3 months.
Gotcha.
He's pushing for the 4 months.
How did you ask her out? Are we allowed to know that?
Over text.
Over text?
What?
My dog.
Is that
All
bad?
Girl.
That's some
Girl.
confidence right there. That's confidence right there to be like, yo, I've got this so locked up. I
Madison,
think I
you
can
need to
ask her
call
out.
in. We need to talk to you.
Madison.
Madison,
Yeah.
are you watching?
What's Madison's last name?
Mosley.
Madison, our number is
Mosley.
256-505-0885.
We want you to
We
read
would
the
love
text.
to have communication
We
with
want you to
right
read
now.
the text of how he asked you out.
Yes.
You know what? I never asked a girl out over text. Of course, when I was dating, it was kind of a different time. Text.
You didn't have text.
Well, text existed, but text was.
Madison's
not some-
on.
Yes.
Give us a call, Madison.
Madison Mosley.
Madison
Mosley.
Call us.
Call us. We want to hear.
She's on.
We want to hear.
Come on, girl.
All the dirt.
Give us a ring.
And if anyone out there
I
wants,
just posted the number.
if anyone out there wants
She's
to date
liked
Braylan,
it. Come
call
on, girl.
in and he'll ask you out
Yes.
over the phone.
Yeah.
There we go. We're gonna
Hey,
get.
Steven,
we're gonna
go
you
ahead and
hooked
get
up.
romance music ready.
Yeah, let's get
We
some
may
rom-
need this.
Okay.
Madison, we for real want you to call. Give us
Yeah.
a ring.
Madison, we need to hear from
We
you.
want to talk to you.
We want you to scroll back 3 months in your phone.
Pearson is nice,
and
but we want to meet
show
Madison.
us and tell us how he asked you out. If he start,
Hey,
the
Madison!
lights on. The
Yes!
lights on. Is that Madison?
Yes.
This is great.
Madison! Yes! What's up, Madison?
Madison!
All right.
Yes. This is great, Madison. we are
Pearson,
so-
we don't want to hear your side of this story.
Madison, I'm Jordan.
It's just me and Madison and Jordan.
Yeah, me, Madison, and Jordan.
What's up, girl? How you doing?
How old are you?
Hi, I'm good. I have a volleyball game in like an hour, so I'm just listening while I get ready.
We
that's awesome.
appreciate
Yeah.
you listening.
Madison.
Madison, tell us
Yeah.
how your boy Pearson asked you out?
How'd he do this?
Yes.
Well, when I was in like 8th grade, I had like the biggest crush on him. And we dated. Like he was like my boyfriend for like a week.
Oh.
And then I don't know what happened, and then
You dropped
we
the
started
ball,
talking.
Pearson.
We started talking again.
I did.
You
And
went
he-
what? I'm sorry, Madison. I am so
I'm sorry.
No, I interrupted you. I apologize.
No, you're fine. He just like texted me,
nice.
and I guess I was scared and waited like 2 months
To
And then he
answer
was
him?
like- well, just to like make it official.
Wait. Hold on. I want to get a timeline here. Hold on.
Okay.
So he texts you, and he I don't know what he texted, but something like, "Will you be my girlfriend?" Is that somewhat accurate?
No, he just like texted me and we started talking.
Oh,
again.
okay. I thought you were saying you waited 2 months to actually give him a yes or a no, and I was like, that's
cold.
That's cold.
Cold.
But I can dig it.
Cold.
That's awesome.
I mean, I did make him wait.
Good.
Ah!
Yeah, you got to.
That's a
Yeah.
nice move, Madison.
Yeah, good move, Madison.
So Madison, we here at the Varsity, we believe in a little romance.
Oh yeah, we're really good at this.
And Pearson,
Yeah.
we don't feel like texts are appropriate.
Yeah. How did you respond
So-
when he asked you out over text? What was that like?
No, we're going to change the game.
Oh, we're going to
here,
change the
Jordan.
game here. Oh, okay.
We're going to change the game. So Pearson gets a second chance.
Pearson.
Will you give? Pearson's going to do this right. So
Yes.
you're on a radio show. We kind of have sound effects and everything. So Stephen, go ahead, kick it in. Kick it
Okay.
in right here.
All right, here
Okay.
we go. How about some
This is
wild
for you, Madison.
Wild flame of love?
Yes, that. Go ahead.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
This is
There we go.
romance. This is romantic.
So there's your music,
There
Madison.
it is. Yes.
Pearson.
Go ahead.
We believe in you, Pearson.
We believe in you. You need to ask
We're
her out.
coaching you up.
We're going to ask you out.
So this is like day one.
Yeah, this is day one.
This is the start. She's going to remember this for the rest of her life.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So you better do this right. So I want you to ask Madison out again the way that you should have, not over text.
Yeah.
But with theme music like we're giving you now.
Yeah. So Bill,
Go ahead.
You got
We're
this.
ready.
Go ahead.
Yep.
Picture I have flowers.
Okay.
You got a picture I have flowers.
He has flowers,
He has
Madison.
flowers, Madison. He's got flowers.
There's flowers.
Get in your head.
Will you be my girlfriend?
Ooh. And
Yes.
Yes! We did it! We did
Yes!
it! We did it!
Madison.
If any girl out there,
Dear Lord, I don't know what that was.
that was a kiss. That was a
Yeah,
smoochy
you need to
kiss.
calm down, Pearson.
So,
thank you,
if
Steven.
any girl out there is interested in Braylan, give us a call, and we will have Braylan ask you out over air.
That's right.
We're really good.
I have a few friends who might.
Oh!
Madison,
Yes.
thank you.
Madison,
Thank you.
are amazing.
You were awesome, Madison.
Thank you, Madison,
You
for
were
making
so
this
great.
show better.
Madison, you are such a nice girl. We really appreciate you
Thank you
calling
so
in.
much.
You know, we
Yes.
think Pearson really got the better
He did.
end of the deal.
He outkicked
Yeah.
his coverage,
He
as they
did.
say.
Good job, Madison.
As they say. Way to go, Madison. Thank you.
Thank you.
Talk to you later.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
What a nice young lady
I know.
you
I
have
feel
there,
like we
Pearson.
just
She's
had
great.
a moment there.
What
She's
a
great.
nice,
We had a
sweet
moment
girl.
there.
We did.
That was great.
She was. We
You're welcome.
we got them. We got them together.
We did this.
We did this.
We started a relationship, Steven.
It feels good. Feels good.
Matchmaker, make me a match.
I love it.
Find me a fine.
Look at
catch
that.
me a
He's got
catch.
the Oompa Loompas dancing back there.
Yeah.
It's a good day.
So, Braylan, I want to know something. Okay. All right. Who's your celebrity crush? Do you have a celebrity crush?
This is not the time.
This is- yeah.
Oh, no, I thought you were asking Pearson.
Yeah, give me
I'm
like
I couldn't
give me
answer
some, like
that.
choices.
Give you choices?
Choices?
Oh gosh, I don't even know. See, that's why I asked you, because I don't even know what celebrities like you think are pretty or whatever.
I
but-
was showing him one of my celebrity crushes.
Okay.
Dude, she went off the deep end.
Like-
though. I was like,
Okay.
things went south over 20 years.
I don't know. What's a celebrity today? Oh, what's her name? Sydney Sweeney. Sweeney.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know of a man of a red-blooded American who wouldn't be like, yeah, she's cute. Yeah. Okay. All right. So Sydney Sweeney. All right. How would you? Let's say Sydney Sweeney is interested in you.
Yeah.
Would you
Best
ask her out
day
over
of
text?
his life.
Would you ask her out over
No,
text,
he
or would you
wouldn't.
do it in person?
Ooh.
Like she's like, man, I'm digging what Braylan's putting.
I guess
In person.
You guess?
You guess?
You guess?
Would you be willing to
He
ask
was
her out over
hesitant
the radio?
saying that.
Would you be
If Sydney Sweeney answered, I'd ask her out right now.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I mean, okay. So would you use any pickup lines on her?
I don't know. Give me one, I'll use it.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
So here's
14 seconds.
Here's my favorite. You go up to a
Somebody's
girl.
calling us.
You go up to a girl and you say, "Excuse me, do you like fireworks?" And what girl doesn't like fireworks? She's gonna say yes, and you go
3, 2,
and
1,
you put your arm around her.
0.
Okay.
There you go. There you go. See, Sydney Sweeney in the bag. At that point, I thought we were starting.
Go ahead and talk, guys.
Oh, okay,
Oh, no,
cool.
we're good.
We're back on.
All right.
Steven's on the phone.
Steven's
on the phone. So, okay.
He's a great producer.
He is a great producer.
He makes
That was great. We
magic
hope we didn't
happen.
embarrass you too
No,
much.
no.
Pearson.
Pearson, we were trying to set you up for a home run.
We did. And she said she had some friends who were interested in you.
Braylan!
I don't know how to trust her on that one.
Braylan! Braylan! Hey, I don't know if you know this from 5 minutes ago, but we're matchmakers
Yeah,
here.
we're matchmakers, Braylan.
We got you.
Why wouldn't you trust her? What if it was Sydney? What if that's what Sydney Sweeney needed?
If she's friends with Sydney Sweeney, that's different.
Okay, that's different. Yeah, of course. All right. Am I saying her name right, Sydney Sweeney?
I have no idea.
That's the girl from
right.
Twisters, right? Yeah.
From what?
Margot Robbie.
Oh, yeah.
Braylan knows who she is.
Yeah, Barbie.
Yeah.
I mean, Margot Robbie is. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
There's Sydney Sweeney.
See?
Yeah, she's.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Twisters, but I've heard it's really cool.
Me neither.
I haven't seen
Makes me
it.
want to fight a tornado.
Yeah. Who
Listen
wouldn't
to
want to do that?
Braylan. Makes me want to fight a tornado.
Yeah.
Girls,
absolutely.
that's the kind of man you
That's
need
the
in
kind
your
of
corner.
man you need in
right
your
there.
life.
Yeah.
Willing to fight a tornado for
Madison Mosley. I'm friends with Sydney Sweeney. Yes, you are, Madison.
Definitely not.
What?
We believe it.
We gonna get Braylan a girlfriend?
Madison, you know you're having a good time on this show. You're not
Yes.
like, you know.
Absolutely. So
You'll never forget this moment.
okay,
I'm believing
this is
that,
great.
even though it's probably not true.
What's the,
But, yeah.
Pearson? What's your favorite movie? Like other than Good Will Hunting, because I know you really like that one. What's your
I
favorite?
love all the Star Wars movies. I love them.
My dog.
Nice.
Which one's your favorite of the Star Wars films?
3 or 5.
Okay, so you like Return of the Jedi
And Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, Revenge of the Sith. Those are good ones. What about you? What's your favorite movie?
A lot of Adam Sandler movies.
Okay,
Waterboy.
I love
Longest Yard.
Waterboy.
Waterboy's funny.
Yeah, Longest Yard's really good too. I love
There's
that
two
one.
of them, actually.
Well, there's
I've never
the,
watched the
old
original.
one, and then there's the Adam.
yeah, there's the
better
Burt
one.
Reynolds, which was the original one.
I've
which
never
I
watched
liked
the
it,
original.
but I like the Adam Sandler one too.
46 seconds.
Okay.
Is it to freestyle?
Yes.
Or Greg?
Freestyle.
Okay, freestyle.
Freestyle.
We'll be quick with freestyle, and then we'll get Greg.
Good.
Yeah. Then we'll get Greg.
Madison, ring one of your friends. Make sure somebody
Yeah.
calls in for
Yeah,
us.
make sure Braylan gets a
Well,
girlfriend.
It better be Sydney Sweeney.
You heard?
Is that
you
your
heard,
final answer?
Whoever calls
You
in.
heard, Madison. You
Whoever
heard.
calls in, just pretend they're Sydney Sweeney.
You know, Braylan, if she called our show, I think we would be impressed.
We would be very impressed. She'd be like, I finally heard that Braylan was interested. So I'm giving him a call.
About time.
It's about time.
And there
I've been
she
giving him
is.
signals. There she is. I've been giving him signals. I dedicated Twisters to him.
6, 5,
Yep.
4,
3,
3, 2,
Here we go.
1.
We're on.
The Varsity Freestyle.
You know what that means? It's your time to win a 5-person all-day pass to B&B Video Games. And for
5-person.
people like our friend Braylan, it could be a date.
It could be a date.
5 people. 5 people. That's a... Hey, Madison, Pearson, Braylan, that's a double date.
That's a double date right there.
And,
you can bring you can bring 2 girls.
And what is it, a third leg? Or what? Yeah. I don't know, yeah.
A third wheel.
Third wheel. Zach Hanner, what's up? Anyway, but you've got to answer 3 questions if you want to win this 5-person all-day pass.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Question number 1. In the original Aladdin.
The animated one. The
animated one. Who voiced the genie, the blue genie from Aladdin? Give us a call.
You ain't never had a friend like me.
Call us now at 256-505-0885.
I should have also said it's Steven's favorite actor.
Ooh, yes.
That was a bucket list item that, anyway.
Yeah.
That you wanted to meet him?
I wish I could have, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the greatest comedians of all time. He was hilarious.
You did see where Wendy actually died, right? You remember watching Hook?
Oh, yeah, Maggie Smith.
Maggie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are y'all Hogwarts fan? Oh, not Hogwarts. Harry Potter fans. Y'all Harry Potter fans? Really? Not really. That's okay. I'm not either. I'm with you. I like the Star Wars. Give me lightsaber blades instead of wands. Give me lightsabers. But my wife loves the Harry Potter books and the films. So there seems to be a lot of, like, those are like fall movies and like Christmas movies because they celebrate Christmas during, a lot of them. So,
yeah,
good times. Good times, great oldies.
Good times, great oldies.
So with so who's your favorite character in Star Wars?
Anakin.
I
love Anakin.
You like Darth Vader then too, okay?
And Boba Fett.
Yeah, Boba Fett's pretty cool. What you think about the Mandalorian? Do you like the Mandalorian?
I'm not that caught up on it.
I've
watched the first 2 seasons.
Yeah, that's what I did. I didn't see the third one. I have a 3-year-old, and the third one came out right as like George, my son, was getting born, and we just never got back into it. But we loved the first 2 seasons; those were awesome. So you're an Anakin fan, okay? Do you like Star Wars?
In the nicest way possible, I dislike Star Wars.
Braylan, what's your favorite movie?
Yeah,
Gibby.
Really, if you put any Adam Sandler movie on, I'll watch it. I mean, Star Wars, I'm just not really like a serious person, and it's kind of a little nerdy for me. I don't know.
Can't calling us out like that. Can you believe it? What if Sydney Sweeney was in Star Wars?
I'd watch it.
All right, yeah. All right. So that's
You'd watch it all day long.
That's the key to life. Is Adam Sandler and Sydney Sweeney?
Yeah,
that's the key to Braylen's hopes and dreams.
It's possible.
Happy Gilmore. I saw Happy
Hey!
Gilmore. I'm old enough to have seen Happy Gilmore in theaters.
Welcome to the party.
Yeah,
There it is.
Wow, that looks pretty good. They just now brought that.
Go ahead and eat that.
I thought that they had eaten that in the other room. Right? They just now brought it. Wow. I'm actually eating Bojangles with my youth tonight, so I will not be partaking.
We stopped by Dairy Queen before here because we got here. We thought it said 2:15. It's 3:15.
Well, it's time for your second lunch.
Yeah, second lunch. Someone's got to take
like
that home.
Taco Bell and fourth meal.
Someone's got to take that home.
Second lunch.
Yes, I like it. I like it.
So the Braves, are you Braves fan?
I like the Braves too.
Yeah. So they just barely snuck into the playoffs.
Yeah.
But hey, it don't matter.
Playoffs.
That was a big piece
That's
of za right there, bro. So who do you think's going to win the World Series? Who do you think's going to make it?
I know the Red Sox didn't make it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, my Cubs didn't make it either.
Astros, Dodgers.
Astros, Dodgers would be a wild one.
The 2 teams don't like it all. I think. Here's my prediction: Dodgers in 6.
Yeah.
In the World Series.
Yeah. Shohei Ohtani.
He's just different. Like
but that's the thing is, baseball is Ohtani. Why even throw him? In the World Series, why even throw to him? Just walk him.
Would you say he's the GOAT yet? Or
I wouldn't
debatable?
I wouldn't say he's the GOAT yet. I would say that if he continues this trajectory and is this dominant in his mid to late 30s, then yeah, I think we have the GOAT of baseball. Because in my opinion, the GOAT of baseball is probably Ken Griffey Jr. or Ted Williams. In my very humble opinion, I will also accept Pete Rose, who just died yesterday.
Oh no!
Yeah, Pete Rose just passed away, and I am more than willing to listen to the Hank Aaron, Willie Mays conversation.
Barry Bonds. I don't care if he cheated or not.
Yeah,
he's still my GOAT.
He's incredible. Should be in the Hall of Fame. So should Pete Rose.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think he's the GOAT yet. But I think that he's doing something.
He's on his way.
Yeah, he's doing something that you just. But there's also a part of me that's like, there's no way he can stay healthy for all this. In fact, he hasn't pitched at all this year because of that.
Yeah, he's like, there's some. I think he's got to get Tommy John or
yeah,
something. He can't pitch for a while. He'll be pitching again.
Yeah, I mean, he will pitch again more than likely in his career. But I mean, he's the first 6-tool player that can actually legit like win a Cy Young and maybe even win a batting title. I mean that's
Slugger.
Incredible. Yeah, it's just wild to me. He's really good. I would love to see an Astros and Dodgers World Series because that's high ratings because of the whole cheating scandal that Dodger fans like to say that they lost because Astros cheated. Well, a lot of people forget that Game 7 was in L.A.
Yeah,
and Houston just waxed them. So I mean, I understand the argument.
That was the World Series in what year?
2017. Yeah, that was the year after. Cubs won in 2016.
I remember that. I stayed up a long time watching that. Well, it lasted like midnight, right?
Yeah, that was one of the greatest Game 7s I've ever been a part of.
My dad's a Freddie Freeman and Rizzo guy, so he likes both of them.
Okay, yeah, I love Freddie Freeman, and I was really happy that Freddie got a ring in Atlanta, and I'd be also cool if Freddie got a ring in L.A. because I just like Freddie.
He's a good guy.
He is.
Is Greg on there?
He is. He's with us.
Greg the Man Glasscock.
Greg, who's making the World Series this year?
Gregory.
Who do you think's making the World Series this year?
Hey, I enjoy your baseball talk, and I've always been a lifelong Astros fan since the 70s. So I don't think they would be the favorite, but I would like to see them make the World Series.
Well, I'll say this, Greg. I like anybody. And I mean this, I like anybody who beats the Phillies in anything. So y'all beat the Phillies a few years ago in the World Series, and I became an Astros fan that World Series because I despise the Phillies with an undying passion. And I don't know why. I think it's just because it's the Phillies.
Well, I know I'm dating myself, but two of my favorite all-time players, and they're both pitchers, of course, Nolan Ryan and also J.R. Richards. Too.
Oh, yes, that's a name. J.R. Richards, yeah.
Yeah, they were two of my favorites growing up. So I've always stuck with them way back since, remember the old, I'd call them the orange marmalade uniform.
Yeah.
Some of the ugliest in sports, probably.
But they were awesome. But they're so retro now. They were ugly, but they kind of grew on you at the same time.
Yeah.
I love.
I
mean, I'm a Cubs fan, so it's like I have to hate the White Sox. But in reality, my favorite baseball player, other than Ken Griffey Jr., played with the White Sox. And that was Frank Thomas. Loved the Big Hurt.
Oh yeah.
I mean.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
seeing him in the minors when I lived in Birmingham. I used to go to a lot of Barons games, and I think he hit one of the furthest home runs I've seen out of Hoover Met.
All right, Greg, here we go, bringing you live, okay? Give me just a second.
All right.
Now, sports analyst Greg Glasscock.
Greg
the Great.
Greg the Great.
What?
He's here.
Our good friend Greg.
How are you, fellas?
Man, we're great because we're talking to you.
No, well, good. Yeah, let's talk some sports.
Absolutely.
I enjoyed y'all's baseball talk there. So, right now, you got all kinds of sports going on. You got postseason baseball in the majors, of course, college football going strong, and high school football, and one of my favorite sports about to kick off that most people could care less around here. I'm a huge hockey fan.
Oh, now, Greg, you and I can talk about some hockey. I love hockey.
Oh, I'm a lifelong hockey fan. That's actually always been my first love.
Team?
Who's your team?
St. Louis Blues.
Oh no, Greg! I'm a Blackhawks fan. Blackhawks.
Oh no,
Greg! We are mortal enemies.
I was hoping you weren't going to say Blackhawks or Red Wings.
Sorry, bro. Well, at least I'm not a Red Wings fan. Come on, give me that. At least I'm not a Red Wing.
Yeah, maybe we can agree on that.
Yeah, we can agree that the Red Wings are terrible. Okay, all right. So some agreements.
So Greg, now that you two are in a battle with each other, tell me about some of the scores that just went down the last few weeks.
Yeah, last week was a very interesting week. It was a non-region week, so a lot of teams played teams that they don't, play every year or whatever. And overall, the county did pretty good. I had an off night. Guntersville was off, so I actually went and checked out Geraldine and Boaz, and that game went nothing like I thought it would. As Geraldine really put it on them with their ground game. They only passed the ball one time and rushed for almost 500 yards.
Whoa.
Wow.
So, and they did it all with a freshman quarterback and running back. So, I think up in DeKalb County there, they probably have a bright future. So, that ended up being 49-20. So, and they had a great game plan. Boaz has such a prolific offense, and they did a great job of keeping them off the field with a ground game. So, so that was a bit of a surprise. And then I saw where Douglas had a big win. I think it was against New Hope. And Arab had a big win against usually a power. They might be a little down this year, but still a very strong Madison Academy team.
Wow.
So and Albertville lost at home against Grissom. And speaking of Grissom, that's who Guntersville plays at home for homecoming this year. So it'll be 2 straight weeks that Grissom has to come to Marshall County and also be a homecoming opponent.
Wow.
And I know we didn't get to talk about it last week, but I tell you, the end of that Guntersville Arab game was something else.
Wow. I did not get to. I saw the field goal kick online. What a game!
Yeah.
What a game!
Yeah, it was. I mean, Arab is very physical, and we knew it would be a physical game. And late in the third quarter, when Guntersville jumped up 14-0, I was hoping we would not get conservative, and I thought some of the play calling, in my opinion, was. And you're only going to keep Arab down for so long, and they scored, and oddly enough, they went for 2, and it makes you think, okay, it's 14-8, now they can win it. If they get it again. And, of course, they scored with 53 seconds left to go up 15-14. I'm sitting there thinking, boy, this would be a rough way to lose a game after you lead the whole thing. But Guntersville credit, they had a long pass, got into the red zone, and then our kicker, which is perfect on the year, a soccer player. That's what you do nowadays, recruit from the soccer team for your kicker.
I mean, that makes sense.
And,
Makes sense to me.
It was a clutch kick. Yeah, it was a clutch kick and ended up winning 17-15 to stay undefeated in the region. So looking ahead a little bit, I don't want to look past Grissom at homecoming, but starting next week is what I call a bit of a 2-game gauntlet back-to-back with Scottsboro and Boaz, and I think probably by then that'll probably could possibly decide who wins the region.
Yeah.
So it'll be tough. Scottsboro's on a roll. They had their first loss this last week, even though it was non-region. They played a very difficult Central Clay County team, which is ranked 3rd in 5A. And with Guntersville ranked 2nd in 5A, Scottsboro's got some, had a tough test, and they have to come to Guntersville in a couple weeks. But, I guess to win the region, it's a bit of a meat grinder, So we'll see what shakes down as we start, really, guys. Believe it or not, I guess you could say we're in the second half of the year now.
Yeah.
It does go by fast.
It goes by super fast.
Every week. Yeah, it does. And next thing you know, we'll probably be talking about playoffs.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
So there's a lot of important games for all the county teams here coming up over the next few weeks.
Well, Greg, we always so appreciate you calling in and
Greg,
the information that you give.
Who's your favorite Blues? Who's your favorite Blue player?
Oh, boy. That's a tough one now because it seems like we've traded away. I was always a big Brett Hull fan.
Yes.
Shanahan.
What about the Federico guy? What was his name? Bernie.
Well, Bernie's in the booth now.
Yes, so
he
is.
I get to hear Bernie. He was there was a lot of Blues greats. Actually, real quick, to let you know, the very first Blues game I went to, I forgot what year it was, a long time ago. They were playing the Red Wings, and I'll never forget it. It was on Easter Sunday.
Oh, nice.
So, Lord forgive me for being at an ice rink instead of church. I did miss. I know.
Gregory.
But it was a great game. I know. I've asked forgiveness several times for that game. But it was a great game. It was hat night, and to let you guys know, oddly enough, Brent Hull actually had a first period hat trick.
What?
And 19,000 hats hit the ice being hat night.
Wow.
And he had a first period hat trick and ended up winning the game 6-5. And of course, Detroit had all their greats, Shanahan and Iserman, and, all that group back then. So that was a heck of a game. That was one of the best hockey games I've ever seen. That was my first NHL game.
That's so cool. I love hockey. Hockey's so fun. It's such a blast. I feel like it should be more popular down here.
It should, and to me, TV doesn't do it justice.
No.
If more people went to games in person, I think they would be hooked right away. And
yes.
One of the things, of course, that gets on my nerves is when, people say, well, all they do in hockey is fight.
No.
Actually, fighting in the NHL is you rarely see a fight.
But, man, when you do, it's fun.
Oh, yeah. There's some haymakers now.
Oh, yeah,
There's no doubt about it. I wouldn't want to be in the middle of them.
No, I wouldn't. I would never want Bobby Hull to ever touch me, ever, with his giant fist and his toothless grin, ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to keep all my teeth. I don't know about y'all.
I have a Bobby Hull autograph. I have a Bobby Hull autographed card in my office. It's one of my treasured possessions. Yeah, I do. I love it. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Well, just to let you know, before we hang up, I went to the United Center for the first time ever a couple years ago and saw an exhibition game between the Red Wings and the Blackhawks.
Oh, that's cool.
That was a lot of fun. Even though it was exhibition. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Greg, you are a
man,
gift
Greg.
to this show.
Yes,
Thank
you are.
you so much for calling in.
Well, guys, I appreciate it as usual, and we'll talk again next week.
Yes, sir.
See you, bud.
Talk to you later, Greg.
Right, bye.
All right, see you. All right, bye.
All right.
We're going to go to Buzzer Beater next, which just tells everybody all our social media stuff.
Yeah.
So
I get Facebook, right?
Facebook, you'll do Instagram, you'll do Twitter or X. And then you two are going to take that pizza home with you.
Varsity Radio Show. Yeah.
After you sign the door and take a picture.
I got Facebook.
I have Facebook. Okay. I have Facebook.
You have Twitter and X.
You have Instagram, right?
Same thing.
I have Instagram.
Yeah. And you have X.
And Steven and I
Varsity
got the
Radio.
Can I just read that off? Varsity Radio 885.
Just say basically at on Twitter or X at Varsity Radio 885.
What am I saying? Like,
and you say he'll say you can find us, and I'll say at Facebook Varsity Radio Show, on Instagram Varsity Radio Show, on X Varsity Radio 885. And then they'll get the rest. So there you go.
All the fun.
It's so cool. It's a great show.
Thank y'all for coming.
Great show. Yeah, great show. Man, it's fun to talk about hockey.
You erase the names on the door every year?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because last year, I remember I didn't have any room, and I wrote my name down, and it looked awful. I'll have to show you the picture. It's in orange writing. It looks
we have the picture.
Okay.
So Steven takes a picture of the door, and he gets it framed, so they're all out there.
It looks like a bunch of commas just
like chicken
put
scratch.
together.
That's all right.
I think like a blind kindergartner just tried to write my name down.
You're working on that signature to get that girl. I understand.
Yeah. Hey, playoff baseball starts tonight, gentlemen. Playoff baseball.
We play the Padres tonight, right?
Padres, yeah. Padres. Well, actually, the Detroit is beating Houston right now 3-1. Bottom of the ninth, though.
Good.
Well, bottom of the ninth, bases juiced, 2 outs.
Ooh.
This is what you want, and this is game
the
one.
The horseless headsman.
What is this?
Do you guys remember this?
I don't know. What is this?
It's a Snickers commercial.
What year is this?
Watch.
I am here for your heads.
Who are you?
I am the horseless headsman.
I think you mean the headless horseman.
No, I mean the horseless headsman.
How's that even scary? Is it?
Look at my head.
Have a Snickers.
Why?
Because you get confused when you're hungry. Better?
You're not you when you're
Nice.
hungry.
That was cool. See, that's a cool commercial.
Yeah.
Kind of had some.
Can you do the puppy baby?
Oh, Puppy Monkey Baby.
Puppy Monkey Baby, the Mountain Dew commercial
It's
from
not
the
the
Super Bowl.
creepiest commercial I've ever seen in my life.
What Super Bowl was that? Super Bowl 50?
Something like that. Yeah,
I remember I was watching it.
We
like,
were
my
talking
family.
about creepiest commercials.
That's probably the most creepy commercial.
So Royals are up on the Orioles 1-0, bottom of the sixth. Mets and Brewers have not started yet. No, have they? I thought they did.
Man, I might just chill tonight.
Puppy monkey baby. 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 Puppy monkey baby.
Puppy Monkey Baby.
That's disturbing.
Yeah, that is the most disturbing commercial.
But you remember it.
Ever made.
It does its job.
On the planet.
It did its job.
In all eternity.
They're not going to care.
It doesn't get worse than that.
I don't think that that's true.
So we started the show that way.
We spoke about the worst commercial that we can't mention on here.
That's true.
We spoke about it.
But I still think that's a
and
good
great.
runner-up.
No.
What is this? That's also
I
disturbing.
feel like you're taking advantage of him.
Whatever. He's working off his rent. Let's go, Tube Sock. Hit me.
Why don't you have some of my new fizzled fruit Skittles instead?
Not now, Carol.
They tingle on your tongue.
It's covered. Hit me again, Tube Sock. Let's go.
What in the world? That was
Steven, that was also very disturbing.
That was
tingle
great.
on your
Are we
tongue.
looking for like most disturbing commercials?
Steve-O, you're on a roll.
Here we
bro.
go.
I love it.
The buzzer beater.
That sound lets you know where you can find us when this show ends. We know you're crying. We
Don't
can hear
cry.
you through the radio. We're going to give you a big social media hug. You can find us
At Facebook on Varsity Radio Show.
On Instagram at Varsity Radio Show.
On X at Varsity Radio Show 885.
Also on TikTok at Varsity Radio Show and YouTube at Varsity Radio Show 885.
And we're on podcast everywhere. Apple Podcasts,
We are.
Pocket Cast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts.
All the podcasts.
And Horizon Communication. Hey, guys, we're glad you're with us. Hey, we want to
Absolutely.
tell you about the Fuel the Varsity. It just got here. It's beautiful. It's luxurious.
It smells good, too.
It smells good. It has very large toppings. It is Marco's Pizza. Salads, desserts, subs, sides, and beverages at the shops at Albertville. That's Marco Pizza. B&B Video Games, the Albertville Mullet.
Absolutely. 80s style arcade in the back, business in the front.
Yeah.
It's
Party
beautiful.
in the back, business in the front.
It's beautiful.
B&B Video Game. Hey, we are so excited that you joined us today. Thank you so much. We cannot wait to see you back next week. Same varsity time, same varsity place, 88.5 JFM. We'll see you there.
Yeah, dog.